Thanks for asking, Bruce Gaskin.
All right, welcome everybody, all the lords and ladies of fate. In this stream, we play various tabletop role-playing games as you, the audience, earn fate chips that can be used to reward or punish your favorite players or their characters. You earn fate chips by following, hosting, or submitting NPCs if you know how to do so. You can heal characters, adjust their skill checks, force them to say silly lines, and then reward them or punishing them by affecting their experience points.
No!
Yes. As always, this stream is completely free to all viewers. If you feel inclined to tip, we've decided that all of our profits will be donated to the Endometriosis Foundation of America. And tonight, we are continuing our Rifts campaign by Palladium Books. If you're unfamiliar with Rifts, it's a futuristic version of Earth where war and natural disasters have devastated the Earth's population. Then magic ley lines that crisscross the Earth rip open, and rifts to other dimensions in time and space allow all other manner of creatures and beings to repopulate the Earth. Tonight we have Adam playing Billy Wildstar, the Human Ranger. We have Armand playing Dwyer, the Human Leyline Walker. We have Ryan playing Hype Wildcard Patterson, a Larmac Bounty Hunter. And Chris playing the Rungus, the Blue Sea Water Warlock. We will not be joined by Kim tonight again. She's having some personal stuff going on, but she will hopefully be back next week. Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, ready to join back in.
And that we're already joined by Darth Vader as well, which is cool.
Oh, awesome. Fantastic. Welcome, Darth Vader.
No, Darth
He comes
Vader.
early and he comes
Yeah,
often.
Darth Vader.
Yep. I emphasize often.
And I'm Nat, the GM for the night. So.
Me too.
All right. Recap from last week. So, you guys were going around looking through the carnival, playing games, eating food, riding rides, looking at shows, when you were interrupted by a swarm of vampires that came into the carnival and started wreaking chaos. I think we had just lost connection already. And
Are we back? Are we live again?
We should be back. Yep. It was a very brief outage there. You guys fought vigilantly. Actually, doing pretty well against the vampires overall. There were a lot of people that escaped, a lot of people that died, a lot of people that are still fighting. Most of the carnival workers have decided to join up and battle the vampires themselves. As you guys have found various ways to battle the vampires without your weapons. And then at the end of the round, right before we stopped, there was the big beating of wings that was followed by a landing of a large bat with the master vampire riding on his back. So we will start this session at that point, round 2 of combat. I do want to let the audience know that we did fix some of the commands. So instead of doing an item command that we had in there before, it's object command now. So you can create an object and we can enter that into the game in some fashion. We added a sing command where you can force the player who's speaking to rhyme or sing his next 4 lines. And we also added a command in for suggestion or suggestive, where the next couple lines they say, they have to say it with the ending of, if you know what I mean.
If you know what I mean.
So, we will go ahead and pick up with our combat stuff here. We left off with Katarina over by the fortune teller booth in the kissing booth. battling some vampires over there with her carnival worker or co-workers. We have Hype here in the center, who is standing at the fountain, throwing jars of water. We have Dwyer and Billy over here by the Vampire Vanquish spray gun, water gun booth, using the water guns currently to spray down vampires. And Rungus is over here, hovering over top of a one of the last survivors that are further away by the Ferris wheel, as he's fending off two vampires from attacking them.
I'm holding a cross.
In your mouth.
A wooden cross.
Yeah.
In my mouth. Right.
Frightening people, screaming at them to jump into your mouth. I mean, arms.
Yeah. And then running away from them, so if they did jump, they would probably just pummel to their death.
Yep. No, I can still catch them. I'm close.
You're close.
Aren't I?
Yeah, okay.
In the tent.
All right, so let's see here. We have a couple vampire movements before we get to Dwyer. Let's see here. Is that one in view of you guys? Oh yeah, okay. So this is over by Katarina, the vampire that they're over there battling right now. So this vampire tackles the girl who was running the dimensional car ride and is currently preparing to feast on her. Let's see. The next thing is actually the same one. So she actually rips her throat right open, and she just bleeds out right there in front of everybody.
Like a Capri Sun.
Yep.
Is this the kissing booth woman?
It was the girl that was running the dimensional car ride.
Oh, okay, cool. Whew.
Oh,
Does
Kissing
anyone have
booth
a
lady
liquid bandage?
Some worthless citizen.
yeah.
Well, she was
Not-
very
not
nice to you
my
when you wanted to
future
ride that
ex-wife.
ride.
She was nice.
I think
to
she could be
to ride that
saved.
ride. She did a good job. She did not get me stuck in another. It's good.
That's true. She did not.
Moment of silence for her.
Moment of silence.
It's over. It was a very short moment of silence.
Yeah. So was their life in our game.
Yep.
All right, and then this guy here that is running the animal booth, the elephant rides, is also attacked and killed by a vampire who's already had one on top of him. He just, what's that?
Can you point to the elephant ride again? So I get a point of reference.
It's the elephants.
The
You
one
see
where the elephants are.
Oh, got it. Cool. Awesome. Thanks.
So, but to put him in frame a little bit, we had these two guys fighting this guy.
Rungus isn't very observant.
No.
We noticed that because his initiative's all the way at the end of the round.
Yeah. If there's
Every
fish
time,
involved, laser focus.
Laser. I love fish.
All right,
Anyway.
that will bring us to Dwyer.
All right. Well, I still have my well, not mine, but I still have the squirt gun.
You do. And the vampire that you're attacking is right here. Is currently feasting on this gentleman, or about to feast on this gentleman here.
I go save some room for dessert, and then I squirt him a couple times.
All right. Roll me your strike check.
That's 20.
D20, yeah. No bonuses.
No bonus. D20. There's too many buttons. Enter doesn't work. There we go. I don't think I got him. This is the one where I need a high roll, right?
It is where you need a high roll.
Well,
I
think I just got someone wet.
Yeah, you go to squirt at him, and the guy that's next to you actually takes a swing at him in the meantime, and actually end up hitting that guy instead. He kind of gives you a funny look over his shoulder, but it's just water, so he's not too concerned about it.
Sorry for the shower.
He kind of gives you a nod. He understands what you're trying to accomplish. He gets it. Just wasn't expecting it. All right, now our biggin, our big vampire lord.
The one on the bat.
Yep, he is. He observes what is going on, sees that his vampires have not been doing very well, and coincidentally, the fortune teller lady who tried to escape from the booth and was running over to hide by the tent is very close by.
Hey, Nat, could you do us a small favor and
Yes.
just pick the model up and put it in front of the camera real quick so we can see how cool it looks?
Is that good enough?
Yeah, it looks
Closer.
awesome. Yeah, look closer.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Closer.
He's got like spikes on his shoulders. That's sick.
Wow.
All right, thanks, dude.
I don't want
You're
any part of
welcome.
that shit.
Yeah, I don't think a water gun's gonna help.
It's a really cool model.
Yeah, no, I think my water gun just like exploded in my hands. Just
That sounds like a personal problem.
Yeah, do that on your own time.
Rungus with the
Um,
zingers.
Thing.
So this is a person that you know to be very close to Katarina. Of course, she's not here tonight, but if she did, she'd be very upset because what he does is he takes his sword and thrusts it through the fortune teller.
I can fix it.
No.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
She's so dead. Is she dead?
I won't say it's impossible that she's dead, but
Oh.
it's highly likely that she's dead.
Can she rub some dirt on it?
That probably
help.
won't help.
Some
All
dirt
right.
and a band-aid. She'll be good.
So, I have a couple things to resolve if you guys want to talk amongst yourselves for a second.
Beautiful. Nat, did you paint the fountain? It looks like you painted the fountain.
I did paint the fountain, yes.
That's awesome.
That's the fountain that that Wild Star's standing on right now.
Yep.
Is he standing on? Oh,
Wi-
that's what that is.
wild
Wild card.
Is that on
You're
the fountain?
getting us mixed up here a little bit.
Yep.
I think I'm with I think I'm over by the water guns.
Yeah, wild
Yeah.
card is standing on the fountain.
What did I say?
Wild star.
No, I said wild card. You just need to clean out those ears.
Oh, okay. We'll review the video when it's posted, and
Oh.
I will be vindicated.
It says it right on the stream.
Can we talk about how bad their idea of standing near in that one corner with those pea shooters that don't do anything to the vampires is? Are we allowed to talk about that? Is that metagaming?
Which pea shooters is that?
They're water guns.
Oh, you think that's a bad idea?
I think so.
Okay.
Well, not all of us have a water canteen and a cross in our backpacks.
Wait, you
Hold
guys
on a
don't have
minute.
canteens? I thought everyone got a canteen.
When the hell we get canteens?
Yeah. You know what? I do have a canteen.
Ah. I win. I'm going to drink for that.
There's probably one in this NGS2 basic survival pack.
Someone get her some tussin, says Kid Devil. And he's probably talking about the kissing booth woman who's bleeding out as we speak.
No, that's a one-liner. He's got a one-liner for
sweet.
me.
Oh, that's your one-liner.
Nice.
It is. It says successfully demon one-liner. It says 4 pundonkeys. Yep. Nicely done. Okay. I think the one-liner means you have to what? Say that you have to drop that in context on your turn, right?
Yeah.
That's
So
fine.
I'm gonna take note of that, and I'm gonna Good Devil, I'm gonna make that happen for you. Don't you worry. We're gonna get that girl some tussin.
The one-liner is quick. Someone get her some tussin.
Don't say it before I say it.
I don't know. Like I feel like if what if someone's lurking? They don't know. You know. We do have to work out the kinks of the appropriate way to deliver these store items.
Oh, we will. This is episode 3.
4.
1,000.
Wow, see how fast time flies.
4?
Season's almost over.
We are so seasoned. The season's almost over. That's right. We get 3 more.
We should
Next year you get 2 less.
we should end the season after episode 5 and then just start season 2.
Nice.
Yeah, everybody roll new characters.
No, I really like
For
mine.
those of you watching, it takes about 2 hours to do one character in Rifts.
Mm-hmm.
And another
Which is
2
why we
hours
pay-
to pick your starting weapons.
Yeah, and what's funny is me and Ryan made a D&D character after last stream in probably like 45 minutes maybe.
Yeah, if that, right? And that was like messing around and being like, let's see what this looks like. Let's do this.
None of us have our weapons still. All of our weapons are still checked at the beginning of the carnival, which was a
Yes,
really inconvenient thing for
But
all
the
of us.
last thing I did was blast the dude in between us and the weapons lockers.
Oh, that's awesome. I think we're all going to be closer after this. You know, like people who experience trauma together tend to want to, do things physically with each other afterwards or during, right?
Easy,
In the
bud.
movies.
Aren't you a married man?
You guys are going to be like
I am,
best friends.
But Rungus is single.
What do you
Well, wait a minute. That's a whole different kind of connection.
with as much interest as Rungus has taken in Dwyer, I don't feel comfortable with that fact.
Oh, I've also taken interest in Hype.
That is
That's
true.
fine.
He's
You go-
I
a,
said
You're right
I was
ahead.
watching both.
it's a
You go Clark, up that
polyamorous Lucy.
So much amor.
Yeah, no one told us that Rungus was also Mormon.
Well, he doesn't have to be Mormon. He could just be, he could just be.
Oh,
He could just.
Sorry for all the Mormons in chat. My
He's
bad.
not, he's not a hater. He just crushes a lot. Get it? Big.
Oh, you're a big, yeah, I don't.
No one knows who Big Pun is. Like that's. I just dated myself 100 years ago.
Boricua, Borera, Boricua.
Ah, that's the best part. I never understood what he was saying there, though. I have no idea what he was saying. Do you have
I always thought
actual Christmas lights, or is
I always
that an
thought it was Boricua.
Boricua?
Yeah.
Is that a real word?
I just thought it was
and
bodega.
I don't know. It just sounded like bodega or bodega or something.
That's the best part of the song too.
Obviously, they're his bitches,
Fast rhymes are cool too.
unless it is a bodega.
What even is a bodega?
It's like
Like
a
you
little
go to get
You go to
breakfast
Gazebo.
sandwiches
That's
and
wrong.
loose cigarettes.
Lucy's. Did someone say something about buying Lucy's?
Yeah, that's what you do at a bodega. You get a bacon and egg sandwich for breakfast and some Lucy's.
With some Lucy's. I'll take
Lucy.
4 Lucy's.
Oh my.
Hey, raise your hand if you've ever bought a Lucy before.
All right.
Raise your hand if you've done something worse for a Lucy.
All right. A couple important things.
Nothing.
Oh, button it up.
So the gentleman over by you guys with the water gun has lost his battle against the vampire, and has been
Chris, lock it up.
had his chest
Check it
ripped open by the guy's claws. Then the lady that was trying to climb her way down while this other gentleman's being attacked on the Ferris wheel, slipped and fell. So she is now injured underneath the Ferris wheel. Since the vampire here cannot seem to attack Rungus or the other person, he's going to come over here and turn his attention on this one. He's pretty much already out of commission. And basically finishes her off. So the lady that fell down the Ferris wheel has been killed. And then we are back to Dwyer.
All right. So I'm assuming that all of that commotion over there in that area is very loud and obvious of what's going on.
the commotion in the area around the.
Oh yeah, I forget you can't see where I'm pointing, where
No.
the vampire lord is.
I mean, you're probably right, but what vampire? What the Lord? Oh, over there.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yes, there's a lot of commotion over there. The biggest areas of commotion are probably that area, the area where you are right now, because crowds are still running through and trying to run by where all the vampires are, because all they see is a big crowd. They don't see that there's individual vampires there because they're running away from other individual vampires. And then the over by the Ferris wheel, there's a little bit of a crowd over there. Oh wait, I forgot one person. They were out of my sight.
All right, how much do these vampires weigh?
Standard humanoid weight. Turning into a vampire does not make them any lighter or heavier.
Okay, well that takes care of that.
Unless they go
let-
gaseous and then.
Right. Let me see. What is
They have a
around?
special vampire diet that helps them lose about 30 pounds.
Oh, the vampire diet. Yeah, I heard about that. It's
the
really
veto
big in
diet.
California. Yeah. Let me see. So Wildcard already picked up the token machine and chucked it. Is there anything else around me that I see that's around 60 pounds or less?
60 pounds or less. That's a. Let's see what the prizes were.
Yeah, I'm looking for something heavy. I wanna
There's
use
some heavy prizes.
Yeah, I wanna use telekinesis to see if I can't chuck it at this vampire. The water doesn't seem to be doing as much as I'd hoped.
You got to use more of it. Water to vampires is like violence. If
So
it's not
actually,
working.
yes. Some of the booths, the game booths, have even wooden swords. They're meant to be kids' toys, but
Okay,
so that would be hanging up there.
So do I see any of these wooden swords close by?
Yeah, you would.
All right, absolutely. I'm going to use telekinesis on him and try to hurl it directly at the heart of this vampire.
Okay, you're going for the one that you've been shooting with the squirt gun here?
Yeah, might as well finish him off if I can.
Okay. Then expend your PPE.
Okay.
And then
that's going to take me down to.
Let me see something.
52. I have just been burning through my PPE, guys.
That's what happens when you're a spellcaster.
Yeah. Someone was going to make a PPE joke. I could feel it. Was it Ryan? It was Ryan.
At least it's not a PP joke.
No, we did that last week.
Yeah. All right. I actually don't have the stats for telekinesis up here.
I have it right here.
Have that.
All right.
Do you?
Yep, right here. Range is 60 feet.
Okay.
1 minute. Saving throw is dodge.
Okay, dodge. That's what I need to know.
Yep. I get a +3 bonus to strike.
All right, so roll your d20 with +3.
That's right. Enter doesn't work. Click the button. There we go. Jesus. I've got the Will Wheaton disease.
Nat, just so you know, Darth Vader redeemed the object command, and he decided to summon a bundle of wooden stakes.
Bundle of wooden stakes. Okay, I like that.
That's great.
I don't know where it appears. Where does it appear? Does it appear for a particular player, or does it appear how does it arrive?
Yeah, actually, if he wants to choose around which player he wants to drop, he can do that.
All right. I hope you heard that, Vader.
He should have it drop somewhere not near any player. That would be great.
Because you need.
I think if I don't know if this is metagaming, but I think if he dropped it near Dwyer, he's near a lot of the action. that right? Is that meta? That's probably meta.
That's
don't
very
know
That is
what I'm doing.
that is very meta, and I think we're all
I'm
we're all
penalized.
close to the action.
To the penalty box
That's true.
with me.
Everybody's
Yeah,
got their own action.
we should have a meta box where we put
Just
people when
don't
they're
let the
bad.
stakes land on top of the Ferris wheel.
Okay, so you go to shoot or throw the over across the aisleway there, or pathway. There's a booth that has the prizes up hanging around. There's wooden swords there. The booth starts to shake a little bit, and then your sword thrusts out. It looks very wobbly, flying through the air, and you're feeling like it's probably not going to hit its mark. But it's very close range, and you are actually able to stick it. Does not get it through the heart, but it does get it.
Aw.
Take that, you vile vampire! You.
And then roll me 2d6.
We have a question in chat. Do they have to drop the object near the player?
Nope.
Cheers, buddy.
Okay.
One
You can
d6.
look for it.
If you just really want to mess with them, you could drop it in the next town if you wanted to.
Oh no.
Just so they
Or
know
drop
that
it
that's
drop
where
it
it is.
right in front. Yeah, drop it right in front of the vampire lord, so we have to run straight up to get it.
Drop it onto the elephant.
The whole point of this is just to have fun with it. So whatever you want to do.
Nice.
Drop them in the dead gypsy.
What appears in her guts is a bunch of wooden stakes.
He says the bundle of stakes is annoyingly out of reach.
Could I argue?
Okay.
Could I argue that the sword weighs 3 to 4.5 pounds, because then it would be 2d4? Or is it a light sword?
What wood is it made of?
No,
Is it
no.
light?
If it's got stats in there, let's use what it's got.
Gotcha. So how much does the sword weigh?
Sword's gonna weigh. It's not gonna be like 60 pounds or anything. It's gonna be, probably less than 10 pounds.
Would you say 5 to 10 pounds?
Yeah, probably.
Stop.
Probably. That would be 3d4 then. So let's do that.
Okay. And that is this guy.
That's much better than the 4 I rolled before. I like that.
So did you get
We're
8?
gonna go with that 8. Yeah.
All right.
Darth Vader says the bundle of stakes is annoyingly out of reach.
Okay.
Does your Furby make noise, Ryan?
If it has batteries, I think.
Oh, disappointing. I guess it'd be repeating after you. Sorry, we're playing a game.
This is
All
what
right.
happens when you
This
drink
isn't a game.
during
This
the
is real
pregame.
life, Rungus. What are you talking about?
And that was
This is my
the
life we're
fire's
talking about.
Second go.
I think Rungus's fish is fermented in his pack over the week.
All right, and then that one is guy.
Let's see. When I look this way, which way am I looking?
That guy. Okay, so before we get to our wood stakes, we've got the vampire that just took out the dimensional ride lady is going to be attacking the guy who was running the Titanic booth. And tackles him. The vampire over here that took out the girl who had fallen off the ride is going to start climbing up. He's going to go after the other gentleman that's on the Ferris wheel. That takes care of those. This guy is going to get his shot. He gets back up. All right. Then we are to hype.
About time.
Yes. Roll me a perception check, hype.
Fine. I don't have a bonus, so I'm rolling 1d20.
Is that 15?
15.
You happen to catch out of the glance out of the corner of your eye, over right by the Titanic tent, conveniently very or inconveniently very close to where the master vampire is a pile of wooden stakes, probably used to help keep the tent or put the tents up. That just run extra stakes.
That is annoyingly out of reach.
That is annoyingly out of reach.
But there looks like there's quite plentiful a number of them there.
All right, we just need to get there. I think I'm
Yes,
pretty
and
close.
so now I'm presented with a dilemma. Do I go for the wooden stakes or do I go for the weapons in the front of the thing that's got the vampire that's still, I'm assuming, writhing in agony from the
She
hit?
writhed in agony for a bit, but is now starting to recover as more people are rushing past her.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to grab another jug of water,
Okay.
and I want to basically like make a beeline for that vampire, and I'm gonna like drive by with the water, like smash it right into her, and then just keep going and try and make a break for the weapons.
Okay.
We need some firepower up in this carnival.
Then go ahead and roll me a.
Doobie.
I'm just trying to decide if that's more melee at that point. Yeah, it probably is. So you're gonna fill up your
we're
what?
are we off?
We did drop, but I think it's coming back.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's always been on
down.
my turn.
We'll wait to resolve this until we get back. How many drops has that been?
For Bruce
Two,
Gaskin,
at least.
that's what I'm doing. Yeah, you know what? I am refreshed too. This is great.
We should really change Nat's Twitch profile picture to not be him spooning with the dog.
I think we should take Nat out of that and just leave it with the dog. Spooning
Yeah,
himself.
agreed. It should just be the
It
dog.
shows they've got heart. All right, we're back.
F5 does a refresh? No way. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Well,
and if you need
that.
to do the double refresh, it's Alt F4.
Don't
Double
don't do-
refresh?
No, don't do it. Don't listen to him. That's troll 101 right there. Alt F4.
Will that give my social security number? All right.
No, it
No,
will-
but you can just
no.
type that out in the chat.
Yeah, it closes whatever window you're in. Don't do it.
No, that's
Yeah.
horrible. It hard. Ryan, you used your tech skills to do harm in this world.
I'm like
not a tech
Cambridge
skill.
That's
That's like a
He's-
video game skill. If you've
Ryan
ever
is
played
an
a PC
anti-hero.
game, yeah. Anytime someone plays a PC game and asks, "How do I do this?" the answer is always Alt F4.
What is that? What's that thing that the medical profession that oath they make? They say do no harm.
Hippocratic oath.
Hippocratic oath that does not carry over to the rest of your life, I assume. Right?
No, I'm not a
that's hallucinatory.
I was gonna say I don't think Ryan's a doctor.
Oh, you
Jesus
just
I've had to
claimed
take
earlier
no
tonight. You
oaths.
just claimed that he is in the medical profession.
Indirectly.
And oh yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
don't
not-
applaud. Don't applaud for this man. He works from home.
I'm
he
no
takes
hero.
he takes no risk.
I will get the free coffee at the Wawa though. That counts.
You get free coffee at Wawa.
When you get free coffee at Wawa, all you gotta do is walk out the front door, dude.
True.
There you go.
That's $1. They don't bother.
It's a race.
I think we're back.
We are back.
You
We've been
can
back.
always just say sorry. I
We
forgot."
are
We're
back.
All right,
All
back
And
to
everyone's
the game.
listening to my unethical life pro tips here.
Yeah. So Hype filled up a jug of water and charged the vampire lady right here, who he hit last time with water, as now there are many civilians running past her that are in danger. And he is going to attempt to smash this jug of water into her face. So go ahead and roll me a strike check, sir. It will be a melee action, so you can use your strike bonus.
Outstanding. I don't think I have one. Do I?
Oh. No, you don't.
Like I would on like a weapon.
You're more of a ranged weapon kind of guy.
Oh my goodness. We got
You
another one-liner for Hype Patterson.
Uh-oh.
I heard it's your birthday. I'm here to sing to you. So make sure you Adam, you file that away. Oh no, that's Hype. That's for Hype.
Your turn. That's
Ryan,
Hype.
It's for me.
Yep.
You still have
Yeah.
one, right?
I do. I have it. I have it
Ron?
tucked away, ready to go when it
Alright.
when it
Very good.
works.
Darth Vader just redeemed an object, I believe. Did he redeem an object? Oh no, you didn't
yes,
type it
he did.
correctly.
No,
he
that's
didn't.
fine.
Oh, he didn't type it correctly in chat. He didn't actually redeem it. He didn't spend his chips. It doesn't count.
Oh yeah, you're right. It didn't. Yep.
Spelled it wrong. But I'm afraid of what he's actually choosing as his object, though.
I think I.
What is
that
a-
part.
It's a
It appears
great
to be
object.
a large purple dildo baton in the Vamp Lord's hand. What?
13 inches long? Jeez, that's impressive.
Stingy double its rules. Sorry.
Double-ended too? Jeez, wow.
Double-ended?
Okay.
The demon dildo.
What did this turn into?
Something that's going to obviously have to change very soon.
Well, while we only have a few people watching, I think we should enjoy this time.
Absolutely. These will
Enjoy
be
the large
innocent
purple dildo
years.
batons, you know?
Is this a family-friendly stream? I don't think it's a family-friendly stream. We don't advertise it as such, do we?
No, not specifically.
Okay, very good. Oh no, it's on cooldown. How long's the cooldown on that?
That's 10 minutes.
For
probably.
items, I think it's like 15 minutes or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't worry,
Hey,
Darth
what's up,
Vader.
Mojo?
Just hang tight. You'll be fine.
There'll be plenty of time for large purple dildos.
Oh no, she.
What
Oh.
what dice is a strike roll? 20?
But yeah, D20.
I feel such shame now. I've been shamed by my family. I have brought dishonor.
7.
7.
I see that, Mama.
All right, so you don't get smashed in her face. You just you run up and you chuck it, and it actually just it kind of hits her in the chest, and kind of like
That's
just
fine.
starts to burn some of her skin and starts to steam up a little bit or whatever. But it doesn't have the same effect that like it did last time when you nailed it on her head and just like ran down. So go ahead and roll. It's a pretty big pot of water. Go ahead and roll 2d6 for damage.
5.
All right. Okay. So that was height. All right. Go ahead and entertain yourself for a second while I resolve some of these other vampire things real quick.
Guys, that's my mom. That's my mom in the chat. Not Dwyer's mom. This is me in real life saying that. And Rungus is over here personally trying to egg her into doing things to embarrass me.
I feel like it's especially embarrassing because it's his mom. Like she's gonna get a special enjoyment out of making him sing. I don't think has she heard you sing? I'm sorry, we're playing a game. I keep forgetting.
You do keep forgetting that. That's the thing you definitely keep forgetting.
It's like this keeps turning into like role play / podcast.
I have to manually mute myself.
How many fate chips do you have to redeem to mute Chris?
New store item next week. It's coming. I see it coming. Got to create controls, man.
Adam, what are you doing?
It's a stupid washing machine. It's like,
No.
"Max, I get it. I
meant,
get
what
it.
are
You're
you
done.
doing with your
Thanks."
hand?
Oh, it's a ice pack thing. I hurt my finger somehow, Like I can't like close my fist.
Oh, like you
So
jammed it on something.
I don't know. It's been this way for like a couple weeks, and now it's like really bad. So I bought this little ice pack thing, and you can just put it on, and then ice your hand up.
Sweet.
Sucks getting old.
Yeah, don't it?
You're like you pull muscles just from sleeping.
You might need a sleep study done there, bud. You're probably getting up, walking around.
All right.
Hi, Armand's mom.
That was very uneventful for most of the vampires.
That's because they suck.
Yeah, they did really
Suck,
well
suck vampires.
in the beginning, but they're not doing so well right now. All right, and then there was one I was waiting on. So there's the vampire by Rungus, who is basically like hissing, taunting, and kind of like creeping around and like trying to find an opportunity to like get at you or the guy that you're protecting. But he doesn't seem to be kind of letting you go, and he's going to start turning himself around the side to position himself to almost get between you and everybody else.
I'm still between them and the civilian, though, correct? With the
Yes.
with the cross in my mouth. Right.
But he's put himself in between you and the carnival workers that are over there fighting another vampire.
Oh, right. Okay. Can you point to the vampire? I can see everything's. I can see them, but they're pretty far away. So I'm just trying to figure out. Okay, so there's a vampire, and where am I?
You're right here with the civilian.
Got it. Thanks.
And then there's a vampire that's here fighting two carnival workers.
Got it. Okay.
All right, and that will bring us to Dwyer and then Hype.
Sweet.
Well, I mean, this vampire is still here, right? Eating people.
Oh yeah.
All right.
He's managed to jump on another guy. He's managed to jump on the guy that was running the Whack-A-Worm booth.
Oh, the Whack-A-Worm.
Yeah.
Is that the guy that came in the tent?
No, that was a different guy.
This all sounds
That was a different
very
guy.
suggestive.
Well, I
Whacking
mean,
worm
look,
and coming in tents.
look, he works here, so maybe he did, maybe he didn't. There's no way to know.
That's true. That's true.
Not unless we get a black light.
Yeah, we're not trying to be intrusive.
You probably
like to think
don't
that
want to pull a black light out in the carnival.
No,
setting.
you definitely don't want to pull black light out in the carnival.
Definitely not in that tent.
All right.
We've been talking about suggestive things in that tent for 2 weeks now, so in case you're not sure what we're talking about.
At some
let's get some
point
new
in this, someone like in 3 games from now, when Katarina's back, should randomly pull out like one of those blue light scanners and just start scanning her with it.
All right. Well,
Not
Does he
even here
still-
to defend herself.
does he still have the sword in him?
Yes.
Can I run up to him, try to pull out the sword and stab it into his heart?
Absolutely, you can.
That's what I want to do.
You have to roll 2 checks. One to see if you can grab the sword, and then the second to see if you can strike it back in.
Okay. Are those both D20s?
They are both D20s.
All right. Would you like me to do them separate or both at the same time?
Separate. Because the second one won't matter if you don't get the first one.
Well, you have such great faith in me, Dungeon Daddy. Is 11 enough?
All right. Do you have any bonuses to strike for combat?
Let's see. Strike. It does not have a number next to strike for me, so I'm going to assume no.
That is correct. You do not. Okay. So I would say that you almost get it. Like you can feel the wood on the tips of your finger, but he pulls back just pulls his shoulder back just before you get a good grip on it.
And I look around for someone, and I'm like, hey, quick, someone get her some tussin.
There you go. That was the one-liner. Redeemed successfully. Well done.
Yep. Here you go. One-liner. Redeemed.
Boom! Oh, that was so cool looking in the camera. You nailed that, dude.
It was okay.
Oh, that was the most dramatic thing that's happened in like 3 minutes.
Yeah, especially the way I'm rolling. Good lord. I've rolled like a 2, an 8, an 11.
Into the camera.
I really took that whole rolling low to heart. Unfortunately, I'm rolling the ones you need to roll high for.
Yeah. You'll get there eventually. I have faith in you.
One day.
All right, Ike.
Oh.
All right, how far am I from where our weapons are?
You are here. The weapons are just through this gate.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make a dash for the weapons. So I'm gonna.
Okay. At this point, you were able to get to the weapons locker, but you wouldn't be able to quite get it, open yet.
Okay.
All right. All right, we're coming down to the final part of the round here. Let us see. In the ongoings of things here. So one of the guy that was running the strongman booth with the hammer and the bell came over to fight the big bat master vampire combination here. As he's doing so, the bat's kind of like marching around while he's dueling with this guy, and the bat comes over, and just seconds before everybody hears a voice in their head. Dwyer would recognize it as he spoke with the fortune teller lady. Rungus was there when he was talking to her, so he would also hear her voice. And of course, Katarina would know who it is because that's her relative. But the words "run" just gets burst out telepathically through everybody's minds. Right after that happens, the bat, its front claw just comes down and just smashes her head into the ground.
Whoops.
From there,
Get out of my head.
all right. From there, we got people doing things. So we got a big crowd running down here towards you guys. We've got.
I holler at the crowd. Hey, did you bring that girl some tussin?
They're too busy screaming to even pay any attention to. And they're all
making a break.
Rungus, the person that you've been like caring for or whatever, feels like he's got one opportunity to get out of here and decides just to book it. So he jumps up and makes a run for it.
Heroism success. I saved that guy. Everyone remember that.
So far.
He's about to get smooched.
Who? What? What happened? I didn't see anything.
Dang it. You're right, you guys. No one saw it but me.
You can tell your own tales later.
I will. No one will believe me.
I definitely will not believe you.
Because I'm a large lizard man. You especially probably won't believe me.
Never trust a lizard man.
Hey.
Like, we're getting meta again.
That's okay.
Watch out. You'll be put in the penalty box. It happens to me. I have to penalty box myself. I'm using this mute button all night tonight.
I told you it's hard not to metagame. It really is.
It is very hard not to metagame.
The Titanic
She's
booth
bleeding
guy
out.
goes down.
About the Titanic guy?
The Titanic booth guy has gone down.
In one piece or two pieces?
The Titanic was
in
playing
one piece.
in the movie.
I feel like if we're going to be accurate to the movie.
Good. That's what he gets for
It was a
perpetuating.
All right.
Do I have 30 seconds?
Yes.
Sweet.
All right. So that does. The two guys that are over by the Ferris wheel fighting off that other vampire seem to be doing very well. Is that guy? And there's slowly more and more carnival workers going down over by where Katarina is. However, they are getting some hits in. So that is going okay as well. A lot more people were able to escape. And the Duke Maestro, who's currently over here battling one of the vampires, has managed to take his down. And one of the guests is fighting for his life over here and actually got a lucky blow and knocked a vampire down. So, from there, it is going to be Billy's turn.
Woo! Go
So
Billy!
at this point, where am I at on there?
You are over here by the Vampire Vanquish booth.
Okay, and then so I'm gonna make a dash for the weapons too,
Okay.
and anything else that I left behind.
All right, that puts you very close to the entrance there. Much like Hype last turn, it'll probably take you another turn to get to the locker, and then you'll be able to get in and get your stuff.
All right, then I'm gonna make an attempt to do that.
All right. Katarina is basically heartbroken. She saw what happened. She screams no when she sees her aunt get basically crushed under this giant bat. But she believes in what her aunt was saying and is going to attempt to make a break for it. So she's doing a full dash towards the entrance as well. She quickly, as she passes her aunt, she just does kind of a glance over to see that there's no possible chance of saving her. So she just keeps running past.
Still a possibility that she'll become a vampire, though, right?
There's always the possibility of that. Now with the head crushed, it probably wouldn't happen.
I think I can save her.
Dad's got the ultimate set of tools.
Can I take my turn back and go save her? I have some scotch tape.
All right. Hype. Your turn. You're at the locker.
I'm retrieving my weapons from the locker.
Okay. You're able to do so. You can still make movement. That'll be your action, kind of like your basic action.
Sorry. Now you sound like you're in some kind of very small tunnel, very far away.
What's that?
Yeah, no, you do sound like you're like a mile away.
I do.
They can't see us, asshole. We're in the spirit world.
You should not eat donuts while we're streaming that. Only potato chips.
You've got a dart in your neck, man.
Sorry. Wait, so Ryan, you're only getting your weapons?
He
Yeah.
doesn't have the key to your guys' lockers.
Oh.
You guys weren't friends before coming here.
Wait. Do we all have a key to our locker?
Yes.
Oh,
It's like a
put that in-
skate
I'm gonna
rink
put that on
locker
the
type
sheet.
deal, you know. Everybody's got their
Sure.
little keys they go over and unlock their little things with.
Don't worry, give me a turn. I will help.
E2 locker.
So you, like I said, you've retrieved your weapons and you can still move and speak.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and move as far back onto the field of battle as I can.
All right, you can make it to about right here, right where the trash can is.
All right. Sounds good.
All right. Katarina gets next. She's going to continue.
You sound much better now than that, by the way.
I'm feeling better, thank you.
The peyote wore off.
I'm in the spirit world.
That's what she sounded like.
Whatever.
When you go back and watch it, you're gonna laugh your ass off.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. All right. I got to resolve a couple more vampire things, and then we will be back to Billy, Dwyer, Rungus, and Katarina.
But no hype.
Good Devil says that he can't really hear at Nat Jester on our side, but that could be
Got
that could
better.
be back
That's
a little
the,
bit.
That's the delay. Yeah.
Yeah, it could be the delay.
From when we were joking about how he sounded like he was in a tunnel.
Wistex is wearing his Space Cat as well. Yes, we can be Space Cat brothers.
All right, Rungus. So this vampire that has slowly worked his way around sees that the guy that was going to make a break for it that you've been protecting is now unprotected, and then chases him down and jumps on his back.
Oh my God!
That's called backpacking.
I need initiative. I'm watching everything go to crap all around me, and I'm like the last thing to happen at all. But I get 4 turns in a row.
That's true. You do.
You just have to wait all stream for it.
They're the most important turns of the entire stream.
Sometimes it works out that way.
Did you ever see the new Judge Dredd movie?
No.
With,
I like the old
there's like a drug that makes like everything around you like completely slow motion. So it's like literally like you could be dead before you even realize it. And that's what it was like. It's like everything around you is in complete slow motion.
Oh my God. That's me, Rungus, just watching everything go to crap.
But it is a really good movie though.
I like the first one a lot. I like.
I am the law.
Yeah. That was a perfect Stallone. Sorry. We're still playing a game, right?
Yeah, we're still playing the game.
Wait, I think
He's
we're in
rolling
filler time here, aren't we, Nat?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm allowed to talk all I want during these times, Brian. I
Oh,
unmuted.
Hey, so
boy.
while we have this this downtime here, I would like to explain a little bit of the stream store that we have here. So we have a lot of different items. What's the command for that to show the list of them, guys?
Items. Command is items.
I just dropped that in the chat there for you. You have items like heal, group heal the entire group, XP bonuses, glitches. I don't know what the glitch is.
The
What is
glitch
the glitch?
is you can cause something to malfunction on its next use.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah. You can force a random encounter, make us say one-liners, which we love. I love doing the one-liners, so I'm all about that.
Sorry, I just in the chat. So the devil just redeemed an object from the stream store. It's a 50-pound bag of raisins in Rungus's pants attached to his belt. So I have. Thank you for the raisins, good devil. I now have a large bag of raisins. I don't like well, I guess I could eat the raisins. That's fine. Thanks.
Yeah,
Yes,
you
so-
basically
so-
can eat anything. You have no qualms about
Yeah.
But now I have a very large bulge.
it.
So for example, Good Devil in the chat just used the redeem command to redeem an object, and he specified that object as a 50-pound bag of raisins in Rungus's pants attached to his belt loop. So now Rungus has a 50-pound bag of raisins attached to his
Right.
belt loop.
Here.
Is
And
he
that's how-
encumbered?
That's how all this works. We are super
Very large
into
bag of
you all having influence over what happens in our game. So please mess with us, help us, whatever floats your boat. You want to see turmoil, ruin our lives. You like to help people, you can do that.
Mm-hmm.
It's great.
Yeah.
By the
Or-
way, just for real world reference, a 30-pound bag of California Select raisins is $57.49.
That's
Okay,
a good
how much is
value.
that in credits? Because how much is that in credits? Because we could sell these raisins
I
and
could.
we could
Thanks,
we
thanks,
could make
Devil.
some money.
Oh, he says in my pants, but attached to my belt loop, because they can't come off easily. So I have to like pull them
So
out
there's a
of my
50-pound bulge in your pants.
He's got a
them
large
from
sack.
my belt. Yes, I have a large sack. Ah, I see what he did there. Nice. That has real world implications.
Maybe you should give some of those raisins to Katarina's aunt.
There we go.
It might make her feel better.
It might take the place of her
She's a
head.
fortune teller.
Where is Rungus? Is like behind me. He's right near where your hand just was.
Yes.
Right.
All right.
I turn around and
So
look at him and I go, "Oh man, you guys see that bulge?"
let's resolve that real quick. So over by Rungus, the vampire that was on the Ferris wheel finally took out one of the civilians that was left on there. The other one that's too scared to move or do anything has been or that vampire has moved to that civilian and is now preparing to attack him. And then you have another one that's climbing up the Ferris wheel to get to him from below. So he's being double teamed. The two gentlemen that were fighting the vampire from the carnival that were fighting the vampire next to you, one of them was taken down and actually killed. The guy, the vampire that ran past you to get the guy that was that you were protecting, tripped a couple times in his anxiousness to get past you and get over to him. So your symbol still kind of has him a little flustered, and he wasn't able to concentrate enough to be able to get a good grasp on the guy. So the guy's been, doing little juke moves to like run and get away from him and dodge his attacks. Other than that, that was pretty much the most of the eventful stuff that happened. And then now we are back to the big vampire, who then takes his strike at the strong man and pierces him. So he takes some major damage and falls to the ground. Now we are at Billy. So you are running toward the locker? Billy?
Yep,
Okay.
I got you. All right.
So you get to the locker at this round or whatever, and then the next round you'll be able to retrieve your weapons and run back out there.
Hey Nat, we have a redemption in the chat
Good.
of suggestive from Wistex,
Okay.
redeemed with suggestive for Dwyer.
Okay.
So what is? Can you tell us what that means?
So what that means is the next few lines that Dwyer says have to be followed with a suggestive version of, if you know what I mean.
No, my mom is funny. I wanted to make that apparent. She's funny.
Your mom is a parent?
That's true.
She is a parent and she is very funny.
Doesn't get any truer than that.
A parent. Nice. I like that play on words.
And it is Dwyer's turn.
Perfect.
That could not have worked out better. Let's see. So I've tried to stab this guy. I guess let's try again. Because if it doesn't work once, it definitely is not going to work again. So
All right. So you're going to try to retrieve that wooden sword again?
yes.
All right.
I am nothing if not persistent.
Where are you getting a wooden sword from?
carnival games.
Okay, very good. It's a prize.
No,
Yes, it was one of
no,
the
it's
prizes.
not very good. Okay, I rolled a 3.
Oh,
So
that's usually good though.
No.
you go to reach for it, and it just turns at you and like looks at you directly in your eyes, and you're like, whoa, 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 and just back off immediately.
And I go,
You're
hey, hey, hey,
intimidated.
hey, hey, get away from my pants, if you know what I mean.
Oh, that's not that suggestive though.
No, no, it's not very suggestive. I tried. I wasn't in a good situation for it, Wistex. I apologize. I'll try better next time,
Better.
If you know what I mean.
if you know what I mean.
Oh, there
It
we
says,
go. That was great.
I'm not after your pants. I'll be ripping out your throat.
If you know what I mean.
Quick, get this girl some tussin.
Someone's a smoker.
All right, Rungus. As you see
Yay,
all these
finally
things
turned.
unfold around you, you become slightly aware of this giant sack of raisins that you have on your pants.
Ah! Why? Oh, what? Very good. Continue. I'm just reacting.
Please
Finally,
react.
after amount of time. Yeah. So there's. Oh, what is this? What? It's a sack. It's.
You forgot you had these raisins before you came.
Why are you
Ah!
beating the raisins?
I wasn't expecting them to be there, but now I'm pleasantly surprised after because I don't have to use an action to rip down into my pants and pull them out.
No,
Okay, and
you
then
can retrieve your raisins.
thanks. Does it take a turn for me to consume the full bag of 50 pounds of raisins?
Absolutely.
All right, I'm gonna do that.
You
I don't
take the
wanna-
whole turn.
He is a hungry boy.
That's my
Might as
action
well.
this turn to consume the bag of raisins.
He's building energy.
Do I have to roll for this?
To
Oh
eat the
my
raisins?
God.
No, you don't have to roll to eat raisins.
Awesome.
We'll give that one to you for free.
Thanks. I got like
Free
500 more
raisins.
turns though, right?
But yeah, you got like more coming. Yeah,
Yeah.
there'll be plenty of other things you can shove in your mouth during those turns.
Amazing. That's my favorite thing to do. My character loves to eat, just like me in real world. All right.
All
Now
right,
what?
Katarina.
I can move though. Wait. I can
Oh,
move still,
yes,
right?
yes, you can still
Right.
move.
Okay. So there's nothing near me, right? I'm all by
They
myself
are,
back there.
yeah, they're starting to move all towards the front of the carnival for the most part, except for the people on the Ferris wheel.
Okay.
But that's going to be like a 2 vampires versus 1 thing right now.
Are there any civilians left?
The one on the Ferris wheel is a civilian, and all the rest of them, well, the guy that's getting chased down in front of you,
Oh,
he's a
okay.
civilian.
He's still alive. Okay, so I want to move adjacent to the vampire. If possible, can I move in between them? Is that possible?
We can do something for that.
Because I still have the wooden cross in my mouth. Wait, no. I had to pull the wooden cross out of my mouth to consume the raisins. But I could put the wooden cross back in my mouth without using a turn, right?
Yes.
Thanks.
All right.
It's really essential for the story to continue the way it's going.
So yeah, because the vampire like wasn't doing very good at trying to get up with him, and he's actually put space between him and the civilian. You're able to wedge yourself. You have enough movement to get up, back up to them, wedge yourself in between, and use your cross to push him back again.
Beautiful. Saved another human being. No one's seen
That
it.
was that was the same one.
Okay, the same guy. I'm really helping this guy out today.
Yeah, this one guy. You're gonna save this one guy. You're determined.
It's
If
all right.
everybody
Better
else
than
in this
nobody.
carnival dies, this one guy is gonna live. All right, so Katarina is running up this way. She gets caught up to kind of where Hype and everybody is, and she says, "We gotta run. We gotta keep running. We gotta get out of here." And she'll make a quick attack at this one vampire that's kind of blocking the entranceway to try to help get people out. And she'll do an aimed attack. All right, and that's gonna be. She stabs her with a wooden stake, but it just hits her shoulder. Doesn't actually penetrate her heart. And That's pretty good. So that's okay. This vampire, this is the one that's had the water dumped on it twice, and she's, her skin's all boiled and messed up looking. She's not having a good time.
She's about to have a worse time.
All right, and that was a cold shot. All right, next we have the big guy again. And so the strong man is struggling to get up. The giant vampire, or big vampire back, gets close and leans down, and the master vampire just slides the sword right into the strong guy's head.
Not so strong now, are you?
Taking him out. All right. That doesn't leave too many people left. I'm going to do a little bit of vampire work here as we get to the end of the round here.
Have I used all my turns?
You have one left. Everybody has one left except for Rungus, who has two. And actually, Dwyer, yours are done for the round.
Yeah, because I'm awesome.
That's not why.
And you still have a one-liner, right?
I know.
He's desperately waiting for his turn to do it.
Wild card Hype Patterson never forgets a one-liner.
All right, the vampire that Katarina just stabbed tries to fight back, but is so distraught she misses. She'll take another swing. Also another failed. So she's completely and thoroughly distracted by the continual beating she's taken. She's second guessing her decision to take the front of the gateway as her point of entrance. Over by the fortune telling booth. The kissing booth girls goes down.
Hey!
She's not dead, but it's not looking too good for her.
No. I just
Not that gone down.
I feel a disturbance and I just drop down to my knees in front of this vampire and I go, why? Why? Why?
Your turn is over.
I know, but I still need to react to this.
The vampire that was trying to get the civilian that Rungus is blocked now then decides that he's going to abandon that and run over here and help out his other vampire buddy taking this guy out. But he is terrible at being a vampire, so he didn't do anything.
Sucking life.
No, I think if he sucked, he'd be better at his job.
This master vampire probably needs some fresh blood because these vampires are not doing him very much justice. Oh my god. So there's a lot of tussling, but like very little actually happening. Let's see. These guys start coming through here. This guy out here. This guy goes down. And that guy gets up here. Alright. Dwyer, the vampire that you were tussling with, is going to strike at you.
No.
You have no dodges, parries, or
Nope.
anything because you're out of actions.
No. So I'm just gonna take it like a man.
You are going to take it. Alright, and then let's see here. Where's my... All right, he's gonna bite at your armor. He like goes for your neck, but kind of hits your shoulder. And your armor in the body is gonna take about 13 points of damage.
Went right for the neck. Way to reinforce the stereotype vampire.
Ooh.
He's a wild vampire. He's not
So-
very,
13 points. So where am I taking that off of?
the body of your armor.
Body of my armor. And you
yep.
said how much?
13.
13. Okay.
Yep. I have that separated for you, right?
Yes, you do. I got it right here.
Okay, cool.
Oh, delivery.
And just so you know, I mean, armor can be repaired and stuff like that. So just keep your notation next to it. You still have the same max unless you fail at getting it repaired. I think we dropped.
Did we drop?
I'm still looking at the stream.
Oh, looks like maybe it's maybe just slowed down for a second. Okay,
Possibility.
so I'm looking at the connectivity speed.
You didn't
Alright.
eat grapes.
Nope, just raisins.
Just
Raisins are
dried-
actually really good because they're like almost a form of instant energy. Yeah, we disconnected this time, so I'll go on my rant. They are made up of monosaccharides, so your stomach doesn't have to break them down on their own. It's automatically broken down into the simplest form of energy or sugar or energy.
Thanks, Dr. Nat.
Thanks, Dungeon Daddy. Now I'm gonna
And
go
the
eat
more you
some
know.
raisins.
I got some raisins for you.
I'm so glad the raisins have become such a part of the stream.
My wife brought me a beer. I'm not even done the beer that I had. This is gonna get bad,
She's
guys.
telling you you're not
It's
drunk
up,
enough for
bro.
this.
Oh, I
Apparently.
don't think it can get much worse.
No, right, yeah, no, it's-
All right, Billy, you're able to retrieve your weapons. You're able to run back in amongst all these people that keep trying to push their way out. You make it right here next to Hype. What do you want to do?
I was trying to think about a way to
We're back.
that wouldn't work. Never mind. I don't know. I think at this point we kind of just got to square off and draw whatever weapon we think our character would think would be best, right?
Yes.
So I guess I will take out my rifle and line up for a shot.
All right.
Don't
Very
take the one
good.
I'm going to use the one-liner on.
All right. Well, Hype, it's your turn. Your last turn of the round.
Oh, thank God. Okay. I'm going to switch places. I don't know if I can do it. I'm going to try to switch places with Katarina. Say, look out, little lady.
So, what are you gonna shove her out of the way and?
Not shove, more of like a swap. I'm just gonna like pull her back, like whoop, like cut her in line, like.
All right, roll a d20.
Oh shoot, I'm at a roll 20. No, I can't type. I'm getting ready to roll.
Do it.
It is happening soon. I don't pay for D20, so I gotta wait for this countdown. Oh, 14.
Is that what you got? 14.
No. This is the countdown on the thing. When you don't pay for a D20. Here we go. Rolling the dice. 11.
All right. So she's distracted. She's not actually paying attention to what you're doing. She just wanted everybody to run. Wasn't expecting somebody to do this. So you were easily able to cast her aside and get in her place.
Gently, not like.
She doesn't fall down or anything.
Yeah, cool. And then Hype rather is going to grab the vampire and say to the vampire, I heard it's your birthday. I'm here to sing to you. And then try and throw the vampire into the fountain from where I'm standing.
All right. Roll me a d20. This is going to be like a grapple situation.
Oh, jeez.
So,
well, I rolled a 2.
so did she. So you basically are basically just holding on to each other. But as you go to throw, she just kind of, maintains that grip and is, uh, her strength is very comparable to yours.
What? No way.
She's supernatural. Supernatural.
This is
There's a
awkward. Then.
black magic woman.
This is super awkward.
Black man.
So is that where
she
my
looks at you and says, "It is not my birthday."
was my turn over then?
Yes, your turn's over. We are back to Rungus and his magic raisins.
I gotta say, like, the one-liners are really great because even if they are ridiculous, they do force us to say, like, catchy one-liners that we can remember later on as being the points. If Nat were to create art from the stream of the most important events and create bubbles over our characters, we would have dialogue to actually deliver with those characters.
Congratulations, you found the point.
Boom! All right, so Rungus is gonna do something amazing. He's gonna I had the whole stream to think about what I was gonna do with my turn. All I did was eat a bag of raisins. It is now an hour and a half into the stream.
It's very telling of how your thought process goes. It's like, I got this one idea I think I might do. Wait a minute, bag of raisins, holy crap, everything's changed.
He's like
It-
part
Out the
sloth.
door.
It does seem to change with his juice consumption.
That's true. I have slowed the juice consumption significantly.
Conjunction.
I drank the first chunk of juice in the first 5 minutes and then have slowly consumed the other chunk here. So I've really scaled it back out of respect for all of you.
You know what? That's commendable. You should pat
Thank
yourself
you.
on the back right now. There you go.
Okay.
Can you still reach back there?
So how close am I to the bag of steaks? Wait, is that guy still? Wait, am I still between that guy and the vampire?
So
Or
that
did the
vampire gave up and went back to attack the other guy that's now fending for himself against 2 vampires.
Okay, so the other civilian is perfectly safe as is right now, but the civilian over here that you just pointed to is fighting 2 vampires.
He's not a civilian, he's a carnival worker.
Okay, but he's still fighting 2 guys.
He
and
is
he's
fighting
in bad
2
state.
vampires. This guy is now probably at least safe until he gets to the point where there's more vampires over here.
All right, I want to tell the guy behind me, follow me.
Oh,
And,
Nat, we have a redemption in the chat
oh.
to mute Chris.
That's not a command. That's not a command yet, okay? Mute me on my own turn. That'd be hilarious. Force me to do my turn in chat.
Hey, wait, does Rungus realize they're wooden stakes and not steaks?
Did you say steak?
Did you say steak?
Oh, wooden stick.
Now you done got me all excited.
Thank you, Nat, for getting that reference.
So if I were to tell this guy, okay, so I'm going to tell this guy behind me, all right, you follow me, stay close, stay behind me, and I'm going to go move over to the other guy that's in trouble near me, and I still have, of course, I'm mumbling all this through my mouth with a wooden cross in my mouth facing outward, so it's like, so the guy.
Roll me a language check.
Okay, what do I need to roll?
Let's see. You have.
Speaking through I have a wooden cross in my mouth to try to deter these vampires, and I'm trying to speak through that. And
you normally have an 88% chance. I'm going to give you a 10% penalty on this with your wooden cross in your mouth. So
awesome.
78% or lower.
Okay, this is pretty good. Let's see here. And
it's a small cross, so
Good. Okay, very good. So
I would have laughed. You rolled a 99 earlier. That would have been hilarious if you would have done that then.
I know.
You swallowed
I wasted all my bad rolls, essentially, pointlessly.
All right. So he understands what you're saying, and you're speaking to the carnival worker, or you're talking to
the guy behind me.
The guy that's running away. This one.
Yeah, the guy that I just saved.
Okay.
I'm telling him to stay behind me, and then I want to now move over to to the carnival worker who's being attacked by 2 vampires and stand between him and the 2 vampires with my cross. And tell the other guy, you 2, get behind me.
Okay.
I need to roll again for communication.
Are you
Um,
drooling as you say that?
This time, roll me a trust or intimidate.
Okay. I think I have a
That's
bonus.
gonna be a percentage, and it's gonna be 45% or lower.
Okay. I have a 45 trust intimidate here, so that's not a bonus, right? That's just what I got to roll.
Yeah, that's just flat out. Yeah.
Got it. Okay, I'm rolling now. See, I rolled a 95 and totally blew it.
Okay. Well, you're at least there. You're there for moral support.
Great. So I successfully stood between the guy and the vampires.
Yeah, you're
And
there.
I guess because I failed to get this guy to trust me, he doesn't know if I'm an enemy or a friend, right?
Basically, yeah. You come over there, you start spouting orders at him, but last thing he knew, he was in charge around here, so
Fair enough.
he's not too keen on some rando coming up and forcing their will on everybody around here.
But I still have an action, right? I can still do something.
Yes.
Okay, I haven't attacked at all this game, so I'm gonna try attacking. I have some cool attacks.
All right.
I'm gonna attack one of the vampires with my. Let's see. I can't do the power bite because my mouth is occupied. Let's do the leap kick. It uses 2 attacks. Is that my last 2 actions if I do that?
Yes.
Oh no, I want another action. So I'm gonna.
You really should
I'm gonna do
refocus
the
for your
tail
last
slash
action.
instead. No, I like being the last thing, the most important thing that happened.
Never go full Rungus. Never
That's right.
go full Rungus.
Well, I feel like I'm going full Rungus by getting like 700 turns at the end of the stream. And I can also completely misbehave the entire rest of the stream. I kind of like the setup, I gotta say. I'm afraid when I gotta roll initiative again.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like it's a real winning combination.
Yeah, and the guy that's following you around is just wondering why you just smell like grapes.
Oh, I should also smell like dead
Your
fish.
father
Well.
smelled elderberries.
All right, I'm gonna try the tail slash.
That was a donated line from Good Devil, by the way.
Oh, so I have a line I need to say? A one
No.
line?
That was just something he typed in chat that I
Oh,
threw into
beautiful.
the game.
Love
It's
that.
canon now.
That says, why do I get a feeling he wants to eat me? Protecting. All right, I am eating a lot of things around him in middle of combat, so I can understand why he might feel that.
You're like, I could save you, or I could eat these raisins. I'll eat the
So
raisins.
what do I need to roll for my tail slash?
A D20, whatever your strike bonus is.
120. Yeah, it says like on my thing here. It says for tail slash, I get 2d4 MDC.
That's if you do damage or whatever, but you have to strike first.
Got it. Okay, so rolling 1 d20 eventually. Whenever I click on it. 8. Sitting there. Coming. I'm rolling.
7. Plus you have 1+1 to strike, so you get an 8. 8's good enough to hit him. Go ahead and roll your damage.
It's 2d4. Is that what I said?
Yeah, I think so.
Let me double check. Confirming 2d4 MDC. All right, here we go. For damage from my tail slash on this vampire.
You don't have any bonus, so.
Do I get any bonuses for that?
No. All right, so you hit with 4. So,
I do have a damage to PS. 33.
What?
My stat says PS 33 plus 18 damage.
Oh, okay. So, let me see here then.
That means I add 18 damage to all my physical strikes?
Yes.
That's awesome. I should only attack physically.
All right, so
You found the point.
Nailed it. I'm getting this. I'm going to figure out this game one day. Me and Ryan.
I'd watch that movie.
So you go over there, you scream at the guy to get behind you. He kind of gives you a scowl. The vampire that you're holding the cross to is annoyed because this is now like 3rd or 4th time you've blocked him from his attacking things, and then you turn around and like whip him with your tail. It does not appear to do anything to him other than continue to really aggravate him. he just looks so thoroughly disgusted with you. but he can't do anything
Yes.
because you have a cross that's keeping him from actually doing anything.
You done
But
messed up, AA Ron.
you almost think he might just sit down an Indian style on the ground and just be like, I'll just do this. But he doesn't.
Are you serious now?
Like really annoyed him with my tail.
Yep.
Beautiful. Leaf kick. What
Either
is it?
that,
Okay, it's not a
either
leaf
that, or
kick,
he's
Darth
the
Vader.
girls on the playground. He's flipping his tail around, and the vampire's just doing double dutch the entire time.
Take that.
All right, Katarina is up, and she comes over to both you, Hype, and to Billy, and says, "Guys, we got to go. We can't win this." She's like, "Just let's help get as many people out as we can, and we just gotta get out of here." And she proceeds to kind of go to the entrance and start like pulling people through the entranceway to get them out. All right, that is her last action. I got a couple more vampires to do, and then we'll have Rungus's last action of the round.
That's what she said.
Awesome.
Have we done all of our redemptions? Did we miss anything?
I think we're up to date.
All right. So this vampire over by Rungus is so thoroughly frustrated that he's just gonna back off and go this way and try to block your guys' escape. And he's just gonna keep snarling at you and keeping his eye on you. He says, "You won't get out of here alive." Let's see here. There's that one. It does terrible. This guy comes through. And gets her from behind.
Wait, what?
Ryan, that's bad. Don't do that.
I just wanted to see if it would work.
Did it work? It
Yeah, you
did
can
work.
totally put a negative number in there if you did.
You just taught me how to take away loyalty points in my other stream now too.
I'm giving it back.
You've created
Chris,
a way
really,
of-
did you not know that you could do negative?
I did not. Now it's completely off topic. I'll talk about it later. But
Yeah.
now the Gasconeer is going to be upset.
Darth Vader, he's coming for your Gaskins, just so you know.
Right. Whenever they fail to get the trivia questions, they're going to lose. They're going to lose.
You
Take
lose
away-
200 Gaskins.
You lose.
Good day, sir.
sir.
Yes, the best reference ever. It nails
In
every
stereo.
single. In stereo, yeah.
Just
What
don't
is
talk
that-
about that piece of crap, Grandpa Joe.
Dude, that guy was a bad guardian.
Horrible.
And here we go with the podcast again, guys.
I like how that guy was completely incapable of doing anything to help his family at all until all the world's worth of chocolate was on the wall. Suddenly, the guy
then
can
all of a
jump
sudden
out of
he's
bed.
fucking
I don't
dancing.
care how old and feeble I am, but if you give me chocolate, I'm gonna get out of bed.
Yep. Guess were they all suffering from depression? I don't know.
They're all
Okay.
suffering for being related to Grandpa Joe.
Yeah, they're like, oh god.
I'm pretty sure that book was written close to the Depression, so I'm pretty sure all that stuff made sense to the people who read it when it came out. Made no sense to me when I was a kid.
So, over here by the fortune teller booth, there was 2 carnival workers left that were fighting. It was the kissing booth lady and another lady who came from a different area of the carnival. Kissing booth lady's being attacked by this vampire here, and then up from behind, from the tent, came 2 other vampires that attacked and killed the other lady that came to her defense. In addition to that, The guy that Rungus told, the carnival worker that Rungus told to get behind him and gave him a terrible look, turned around and struck his vampire in the chest with a stake and has now immobilized that one.
Why do these guys all have stakes and we don't?
Because they're carnival workers. They're used to having to fight crazy things
were
like
ready.
this.
Part
You
of
know
the
what?
job.
They have stake holsters.
And you know what?
They travel the wilderness in this area, so they know what things they come across. So the two things that we need to resolve here now is that Hype is going to be attacked by the lady vampire, and Dwyer is being attacked by the vampire next to him.
Okay.
So
And
let's do.
all I can think about is that beautiful, beautiful kissing booth lady.
Yeah, she's down on the ground. She's getting she's getting ready
honestly
to be chomped
though,
on.
if she dies, at least she will die having the last person on her lips being me. I'll take that. I'll take that.
It's been a couple hours. You don't know that that's true.
Listen. You can't take that away from me, okay?
He's the guy at the strip club who's like, guys, I think she's in love with me.
Ooh.
Did you see the way she looked at
All
me,
right.
dude, when I gave her that 20?
Hype. The lady vampire is lashing out at you. She rolls a 17. You have no more action, so there's no defense for it, other than taking 15 damage.
Okay.
So she you guys are interlocked or whatever. She looked at you last time and said, "This is not my birthday," and then just takes a bite out of your neck.
Ouch.
You're wearing armor, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So it'll come out of
So
your
how
armor
much?
die.
How much was it?
15 points of damage.
To head helmet.
It's gonna be more your main body. It wasn't any kind of like aim shot or anything or critical.
Okie doke.
So then we've got the vampire over here that's attacking Dwyer. Oh, that's wrong with the roll. Which is 14, and you take 9 more points of damage.
No. That's 21 total.
That's a lot of damage
That's a lot.
for your little light armor.
That's 22. What am I talking about? I can do math.
All right, then before Rungus's last action,
That's more than half.
the big vampire is going to come this way. And he's not running, he's very confident in his team. He's got this air of arrogance about him. He's just looking around with a satisfied look on his face now that he's shown up and his vampire started to perform. And it's just the creature's just slowly walking down towards the entrance. Rungus, it's the moment you've been waiting for.
Is this the last action of the entire round?
It's the last action of this round.
Okay. And there's an enemy still engaged with me?
No. He went around to kind of try to block your way from the entrance.
Okay, and then who's I'm sorry, I'm looking at the map and I just see kind of like
Yeah.
a blur of black figures up there where I am. Can you point to what's going on up there?
Yes. It'd be easier if I probably just describe it.
Sounds good.
So you have the carnival worker who is on one side of you,
Okay.
who is fighting a vampire. You got him staked. The vampire is on the ground now, immobile.
Got it.
He's very satisfied with what he's done and seems to be ignoring what you're telling him to do.
Got it.
On your other side, you have the civilian that you've saved twice now, who is much more inclined to believe you because you've saved him twice, and he's done stupid things where he probably didn't deserve saving because of it. So he is now listening to your every command.
Nice.
In between you guys and the entrance is a vampire that's right here trying to block you from getting out.
Got it. Okay. So, if I remember correctly from my lore knowledge, we have to not only stake them in the heart, we have to rip their head off.
Yes.
Right?
Separate their heads
Okay.
from their bodies and burn them apart.
Okay. I don't think I have anything to set things. Oh, actually, I do have things to set them afire. I only have one action per turn though, so and I only have one more turn left. So, can I use my power bite to rip his head off?
Sure.
Or do I have? Okay, I'm gonna try to use my power bite to rip. I only have that takes 2 attacks. I can use the regular bite then.
Yeah.
I can
At
use
this
my
point, I mean,
regular
it's
bite.
prone, so he's gonna have a hard time defending against.
Sure.
Much
So I'm
of
gonna try to
anything.
use. I'm gonna take the cross out of my mouth and try
that's
to
your
use
action.
my. What? No, I
If you
thought I
take
could.
that's an action. If you take it out of your mouth, that counts.
Oh, last turn I was able to consume the grapes and put it back in my mouth in one
Ryan
action.
is not the GM.
Okay, good.
I just
So
like confusing him.
You
Wait. Ryan's not the GM?
Nope.
Whoa. What am
you're
I
outta here.
doing here?
I know. See you, Armand. Have a good night.
Yeah. Chris, I'll see you later.
So I'm going to take the cross out of my mouth and attempt to bite this guy's head off with my mouth, with my sharp alligator-like teeth.
All right, roll me a D20 strike check.
And a musical score.
I have to add music because it takes me so long to do this dice roll. There it goes.
Welcome to the world of Chris.
Yep.
All right. That is plenty. So its
Crunch.
body's down there. You kind of like nudge yourself around the guy that just staked him, and then you just open your mouth real wide, bite down, and just chomp this thing's head, like right at the neck, and just chop its head right off.
Can I spit
The
out?
civilian behind you is now terrified.
Years of therapy made him.
Yeah. So more than likely, like, he does not look like he wants to continue to follow your instructions any longer.
Fair enough.
The carnival worker, though, looks a little bit more impressed and probably is more likely to listen to your instructions moving forward.
Impressed. He's like, oh, all right, that's pretty awesome.
Nat.
Yes.
Darth Vader has a question. He wants to know if one can redeem a glitch and use it to glitch in a random hero. I'm assuming that means it's your choice or a roll of the die.
Yeah. Basically.
Okay.
One or the other.
Okay.
If I can't think of something good, I would probably do it randomly. I do a lot of things randomly just because I think it's more fun that way.
It is more fun. But yeah,
Sometimes it
there's
is,
your
sometimes
answer.
it isn't.
All right. So that is going to bring us to the top of this and probably the final, well, maybe the final round. We'll see.
Well, I think Darth Vader heard that and then redeemed a glitch.
All right.
All right. It just says Van Helsing.
Yeah, it's Van Helsing.
So what is the glitch again, Nat? Remind us for anyone.
It's something, a piece of our equipment just doesn't work when we're trying to use it.
Is it a piece of equipment, or is it anything around us, or
anything that you guys attempt to use in some fashion?
Got it.
So just for like clarification, let's say, for instance, I was trying to use the telekinesis on that wooden sword. Could someone have glitched the wooden sword? Or is this more like a...
Or they glitch your telekinesis?
I would probably try to do something a little bit more, mechanical. Like, let's say, for example, you're by one of the tents and you wanted to pull one of the stakes out or whatever. You'd pull the stake out, but the whole tent would come down on top of you.
Got it.
Okay.
Almost like a critical fail, like forcing a critical fail in a sense.
Sure.
Or if you were to, well, we won't get into too much of that. Top of the round. We'll see what we can do to speed this up a bit. There's not as much going on because there's a lot less people around. So
People. A lot fewer people.
That too.
You can count people. Let's see. Fewer. instead of
That,
less.
the glitch is going to be randomly chosen by Nat then, since he didn't choose who it should apply to.
Yep.
You did.
there we
Yep.
go.
That is you have a random glitch in your bag of tricks, Dungeon Daddy.
All right.
Thanks, Darth Vader.
Stop calling him that.
Dwyer, I am sad to
never gonna
say
stop calling him.
that the kissing booth lady has taken her last breath. And it was a bloody one.
Oh,
that sucks.
Oh.
The
Like I said,
vampire-
at least she died knowing the love and tenderness that was me.
It was a long kiss that you
I'm
exchanged
sure
with
she
her.
will remember that all for the 5
was.
seconds prior to her
She will.
demise.
She will uncompartmentalize all of the other kisses that she has had to do and just
And the first
remember
ones.
mine.
Yeah. Something like that. Rungus, you see another vampire running from out of the tent in your direction, closing in on you and your group very fast. You're getting the feeling that the instruction to run probably was not a bad one. There's a lot less people around as a, for lack of a better term, distraction for the vampires. And it's going to be like 15 on 1 or 15 on 4 very soon. Or 15 on 5 at the rate that people are dropping.
So I see a guy coming out of the tent near me.
Yes.
Can
Same
you
same
point
place.
to him?
Uh-huh. So you are here with your little group of people. He is now here.
Okay. That's a new enemy.
A new one, yes.
Got it. Okay.
You also noticed over here by where the fortune teller booth, there was a bunch of carnival workers that were fighting that are now dead on the ground. Many of them ripped to shreds, very large pool of blood, and several more vampires than were there just a minute ago.
Uh-oh.
So it's starting to look very, very overrun. Let's see here. That brings us to.
It's a great question. Wistex asks, how long until sunup?
Well,
Okay.
when this battle
That
started,
is a really good.
when this
Well,
battle
That is
started,
very
it was
good.
9 o'clock at night.
So
This battle
nowhere
lasted
near.
so far about 5 minutes. All this has like just been going
Yeah.
on very
This
quickly.
has been the longest 5 minutes of my life.
That's what
Mhm.
happens when you're
Yeah.
about to die.
Any role playing game, your battles take such a small amount of time.
Even though they take a really long time.
Yeah, right. Yeah. A majority of the time spent is in battles, but it's just this much.
So Dwyer,
No.
it is your action.
All right. Well, this guy has been biting me.
He has been biting you.
I need to do something. I need to do something that is not. You know what? Okay, here we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. Fire. How about a little fire, Scarecrow? No, we're gonna. You know what? I have to decapitate this guy. I can't just burn him. Burning him will do nothing. I know that because I have lore of monsters. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try to use the wooden stake, the wooden sword, to stab him again. I want that sword in his heart. At this point, it's principle.
Okay. Roll
So
me the
let's go ahead and
d20.
roll that. Yeah. They can't all be bad, right?
What, all vampires?
No, all my rolls. Yeah.
I didn't even need to do the glitch on this one.
No. No.
So
It's a fail.
you go to reach for the handle of the wooden sword. You trip and fall and land literally right in front of him on your stomach. Indefensible.
Oh.
Giving him perfect
this the glitch?
opportunity to jump right on top of you.
Or did he just fail?
He just failed.
I rolled
That
a
wasn't
one.
even the glitch. We still have the glitch to go. So.
No,
Okay,
that
glitch
was
is still in the
not a
bag.
glitch.
All right.
We haven't formed a party bond yet, and y'all are gonna just let me die. It's great.
All right. So Rungus, the guy that came running out of the tent, is coming over and attacking this guy. Let's see, it's more like that now. And actually knocks him, jumps on top of him. So the carnival workers.
And this is the guy I helped, or the one? This is the one I first helped, right?
No, so the civilian is still hanging out behind you, keeping you and your cross in between him and everybody else.
Okay.
This guy, however, you're now being attacked on both sides, so this might become more complicated.
Get it.
So the guy that came up, the new guy that came up, new vampire, attacked the carnival worker that was just recently impressed with your severing of the head of his companion. So that guy is now being, he was jumped on top of and is being attacked. Let's see here. So that is there. All right. Dwyer, your vampire is going to attack you as a attack of opportunity.
No.
And he hits.
Oh no.
He does 5 damage to the back of your armor, your body.
Same body, 5.
Yep.
Well, you know what? That's why I have armor.
It is.
27 points of damage to my armor.
You definitely
And
want to
I
keep
feel nothing. Bring
That's
it,
true.
vampire.
But you know they're not doing enough damage to your armor that once they get through your armor, it's gonna be nothing to injure you once that armor is done, because you're SDC and this is mega damage.
Oh, okay.
So 1 mega damage equals 100 SDC or hit points.
Well, let's
So-
just hope they don't get through the 41 points of body armor. I mean, if I was going to quantify how much my armor could take, I would give it a number of 41.
All right, the last civilian on the Ferris wheel has met his demise. And then it's going to be the civilians' turns. Let's see here. You've actually, you guys have saved quite a few civilians. You're not feeling bad.
Not me.
All right. Your civilian is going to huddle up next to you, terrified of what's going on there. And there's pretty much only 2 civilians left, or yes, 2 civilians left in the carnival. 2 carnival workers who are both currently being attacked. And actually, this guy is going to try to make a break for it. So 3 carnival workers, 2 civilians, and the 5 of you guys. All right. We are to Dwyer's second action of the round.
Where's my actions at?
Next. Dwyer.
Bueller.
Bueller.
Enough
So-
chat. Game time.
Yep. Sorry, I had to. Oh. So I'm on the ground.
You are. So
And,
really, at this
and
point, your only action is to try to get up.
could
Um,
I could I could I cast a spell from a prone position?
absolutely.
Okay, I'm at this point I'm on my back. I'm panicked. I have no other uh way to defend myself. We're going to ignite fire.
Okay.
And
Now,
I have no worries about what it's going to do to everything around me. I don't care.
can you double check that
Panic
that
sit.
actually creates fire and doesn't just like ignite a existing fire bigger? I
The
just want to make
spell
sure.
causes spontaneous combustion,
Okay.
igniting any material that can burn.
Okay. Cool. So what are you burning specifically?
Can I burn him? Does he burn?
Actually, they're immune to fire until their head is severed.
That and I would know that, right?
You would know that.
Yeah, you
Okay,
know that.
so there's no point in doing that. If
Hot water
if
burn, baby.
Yeah, right. If I would know that. You know what? Um, Me knowing that fire does nothing to them, but I just want to get this guy off of me. I'm gonna go with Orb of Cold. We'll go a little harder.
Okay. All
Um,
right. So you got
let's
range
see.
there. Takes one melee action.
Yep.
Orb of cold. All right. Reduce your PPE.
Orb of Cold is 6.
Do me a D20 strike roll with it.
Well, I've done so well on these. Do I really need to, or can we just assume? Hey, 14.
All right, and it fails its dodge. What's the damage on that? Does it have damage on that?
It should. 3d6 mega damage plus numbness penalties.
Okay.
You're numb?
No,
I'm
he's
not
made
numb.
them.
They're numb.
Oh, fair.
Go ahead and roll your damage.
Random out of context question for me.
Yeah, you're over there with a cross in your mouth. You can't even ask questions.
Yeah, it's true. I'll shut the heck up.
Oh wow, 2 2s and a 5.
All right. So, so the orb of cold kind of pushes it back a little, but it doesn't actually seem to be affecting it.
Oh,
But it's enough to keep it off of you
that's
for the
good.
time
That's all I wanted. I'm on my back. I want him away from me.
being. All right. And the Maestro Duke is dead. He is attacked,
What?
swarmed by a couple of
Yeah,
vampires.
2 whole digits.
Maestro Duke?
Yep, this is his carnival.
Oh, he's the owner of the carnival is now
Was
dead.
was the owner of the carnival.
Yeah, he
Okay.
was.
I now stake claim to the carnival.
Well, we'll see how that goes.
Putting my flag in the ground.
I think the
I would
vampires
like to
might have.
contest. I want to contest Rungus for the ownership of this carnival.
And then we never saw Rungus ever again.
Yep.
Or Dwyer.
Moved on with the carny.
All right.
Maestro.
The other vampire is going to climb down from the Ferris wheel. So now, Rungus, you have 3 vampires that you're facing.
Sometime tomorrow.
Yep.
Because of your initiative.
And that will bring us to hype.
Awesome. All right. What's the status of, like, that zombie bit me? What's the is she just standing there now?
You guys are
Zombie.
still arm locked right now.
A vampire or whatever.
So you can attempt to, if you still want to attempt to try to throw in the fountain, you can attempt another opposing strength roll. Maybe you'll have better luck.
How long till my next turn?
Um, you know, almost every vampire goes in between, but
Okay.
and the big one.
So everybody's fleeing around me through the gate.
Yeah.
I'm locked with this vampire. I probably can't really do much without taking care of that vampire first.
Probably true.
So yeah, I'm gonna try and throw her in the fountain again.
All right, do the D20. Oh. So you try to toss her, but she overpowers you,
Yeah, all
and
right.
instead you end up flying over and into the fountain. All right. Um, let's see here.
Hey,
Big
Dad,
vampire
question.
continues to
Oh,
move
sorry.
down here.
God, he's so big.
He is big.
Now,
Oh.
Darth Vader in the chat was wondering if his glitch could start a fire in the carnival.
Possibly.
All right. Think
I
about
thought
it.
he already made a dealer's choice.
He did, but now he's eager.
Yeah. Well, I was waiting for somebody to do something that would be glitch worthy, and they haven't really gotten anything.
Fair enough.
Everybody keeps rolling really bad.
Hey, you're the DM, dude. You can say no. Fair enough.
No, I'll say yes. I'll say that the Ferris wheel has caught on fire.
Boom! Chat
It's-
rules.
Nothing really speaks like like an apocalypse, like things randomly lighting on fire.
Now I'm sure that will spread, which would be exciting.
And it's right by you, Rungus,
Of course.
while you're fighting off
Hey.
3 vampires. All right, so this vampire comes over, takes the opportunity that he has to help fight this other carnival worker who is now down on the ground. And the one time he gets a chance to do anything, and he doesn't. Carnival worker kind of holds him off with his other hand. So that was anticlimactic.
Hey, does the vampire lord still have the
did he actually redeem that? I didn't know if that actually went through.
It did. That was one that actually went through.
Oh,
Which
okay.
one was it, Armand?
That was the purple dildo.
Did he go through?
That
Did
went through.
he re-redeem it? Because
No,
previously he tried to do it and it was on cooldown.
No, I'm pretty sure that was redeemed.
Darth Vader, did you successfully redeem that object?
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure it didn't get through.
No.
I'm challenging Armand.
You can challenge me. We'll fight.
Perhaps it was okay.
It was
Yeah,
something else.
Let me know, because I can.
Oh, he says, "Oh yes, I did."
I can still
object,
make that
yeah.
happen.
So Wistex doesn't know what the object was.
That's okay. We'll get to that in a second.
All right.
Yeah,
very good.
don't you worry, Westex. You'll find out.
All right. This vampire is going to come over here and take an attack of opportunity on this guy who's running away, but fail. The other vampire that came out of the tent and is double teaming the carnival worker by Rungus succeeds in taking that guy out.
Thank you, Adam.
Teaming.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So Rungus,
Good.
the carnival
Team
worker
the
you were
vampire.
trying to save is now dead.
Oh,
Now
gosh darn it! So much effort.
Now it's you
No one will
versus
believe me now.
3 vampires.
Awesome.
Did you see that alligator guy eat like 3 people off that Ferris wheel? Jeez.
If
Everyone
someone
around
has
me did
artistic abilities, they should do a rendition of the Ferris wheel with Rungus on it with it on fire.
Yeah, and him just with an open mouth.
Yeah.
People jumping into it.
All right, Rungus,
Please.
the vampire that's behind you now is going to take a swing at you.
All
right.
right. I'm defending.
You can defend. You can use one of your attacks to defend.
Oh, it takes a whole turn to defend?
Yeah, you can do it out of turn, but
All right.
yes, you can.
All right, I'm going to do it.
All right, so you'd
Well,
roll your parry.
Ooh, okay.
Great.
I
Now
get
it's
the
going to
parry
be
now.
August
You get
before you get another turn.
+2 to parry.
Fighting the vampire. I do have a +2 to vampire. It's a vampire.
Plus
Parry.
2 to vampire.
Ah, take that, vampire. +2.
Is that your vampire slaying knife?
It's in my mouth with all the other things. All right. What am I rolling now?
D20 +2.
Got it. +2. Boom. Sick. There we go. The parry. 3 is good, right?
3?
5.
No.
+2 is 5.
You need to get equal to or higher than the 14.
Oh.
So you attempt to parry. So you attempt to knock his he's trying to bite at you, and you attempt to knock his bite away, and he just with your tail, and he just bites your tail instead.
Nah, my tail. I love my tail.
So you take 11 damage.
No, that's not to my armor because I don't have armor on my tail,
That
right?
is true.
Poop. All right, going down to my HP. It was at 330, so now it's at. You said I take 10 damage.
Yep.
So I'm at
11 damage.
11 damage. 319, even worse. God.
Oh, the horror. All right.
Brutality.
This
Hit
is
my tail.
brutal.
Wait, does that mean I become a? No, I have resistance. It says impervious to disease. Is vampirism considered a disease?
No, it's not.
Can I now be infected?
Potentially.
Oh,
You
do I
don't
have to
know how
roll
this
for that?
works.
How's that? I don't know how this
Did you
works.
have a
You're right.
successful
You're
lore check? I
that
don't
again.
remember.
Lore check?
Everybody focus on
Yeah,
Rungus.
yeah, I did.
You did?
Absolutely
Okay.
did.
So no, you know it takes like a long process, like 3 days to slowly drain you to turn you into a vampire.
Oh,
So-
they have to suck on me for 3 days?
Yep.
Got it.
But they'd prefer if you use a different terminology to describe it. That's a little degrading.
Please continue with the game, even though we're now past 10:30.
Yeah, I'm trying to resolve this
Chris,
this combat.
why do you always have to be the one to bring that up? You're
I
gonna
have to
sit
wake
here.
up so early.
Yeah, but here's the thing: when we stop streaming, you're still gonna sit here for like 40 minutes. Okay, so
Because
stop.
you guys keep talking.
All right. The biggin comes over, crashes through a little mini stage here to get to hype. Goes to swing, pull out a weapon and swing at it, and it's a giant purple dildo. Your
Is it wood?
your
Is it
blade.
made out of wood?
No.
Is it double-sided?
It's a big double-sided purple dildo.
Thank you, Darth Vader.
You
For
take
redeeming
7
the
points of,
object from our
or
sword.
sorry, you take 5 points of blunt damage to your armor because of his strength. It's a mega damage.
It's a
double-sided
mega
dildo.
damage. Okay.
Yeah, you take 10 points of silicon damage.
And then he says, "Ah, wrong weapon," and drops it.
Oh wait, did he dropped it?
Yep, he dropped it.
He wants to use
Oh
that. He wants to use that
boy,
sword.
I want it.
I don't think you would
Get
survive
up.
that.
Yeah. I'm gonna crawl over to it. Give me that dildo.
All right.
Can we put it in Katarina's inventory?
No one was
Slip it
noticing.
into her
She
bag.
just walked by and just looked down and was like, I wonder.
Yes, that has to be canon.
That's problematic.
And then just like insert it in her character sheet and then send it to her and just wait to see how long it takes for her to notice.
Okay.
This is how hashtags happen.
This is exactly. How
we
get
are back
started.
to Dwyer.
Ah.
Dwyer, you are up.
I don't
Dwyer.
know.
Dwyer.
The fact that Darth Vader doesn't want me to get the dildo, I want it. You know, I'm gonna get up.
You should, because
I
there are
should.
now hardly any other distractions. All these vampires are about to swarm every single one of you,
Oh.
and not one of them is down past halfway. Well, actually, one of them is down past halfway.
Is it mine?
No.
No,
God,
this should
of
be the
course
one
not.
near
No,
the gate.
no.
Yeah, it's the one near the gate that Hype was beating up on. But she got really low initiative too, so she's about as attentive as Rungus. So what are you gonna do? Time's a ticking.
I can do more things besides stand up.
Yeah, I'll let you do another action because technically your last action was where your like critical fail hit. So I'll allow you to.
I mean, I'm
You probably move at half speed if you're moving, but
I guess because the only other option I have is to try to stab him with this wooden sword, is to try to pull the sword out again. Third time's a charm, right?
okay. You're gonna keep this battle going. Go ahead. 11. Okay. Once again, it's just right out of your reach. Vampire starts to laugh
I'm
at
sure
you.
this vampire's he's just toying with me now.
He is laughing at you. And then Hype.
I am going to, seeing the futility and trying to take on the big bad at this point in my Rift's career, I am going to, let's see, grab my heavy high mega damage grenade out of my backpack.
All right.
This is roll it towards the big bad and bolt in the opposite direction, trying to get on the far side of the booths there.
So you're gonna try to climb over them after they're doing that, or you're gonna try to run around this way.
Let me see what
You
my.
get about this far if you were running around.
And I could presumably get further if I tried to climb over it.
No, because half of your movement's gonna be used climbing. So you'd get just on the other side of that booth. So this is actually probably further away.
Yeah, I'll go there then.
Okay. All right. Roll your strike with your grenade.
Alrighty.
Got something very special coming up. All right. It's 5. It's close range. You don't really have to do much to whatever. You roll the grenade and start to bolt. But it glitches and it's a dud. It doesn't go off.
Yeah, these cash-ins are really heightening the greatness.
All right. Now, I've got a special surprise.
What?
I have a special surprise.
Better not be Grandpa Joe.
From every direction in the carnival, let everybody roll a d20 for me real quick.
Everyone roll a
Yep.
d20.
Everyone roll a d20. We'll call it
Roll it.
perception.
I got a 4.
Man, you guys
I got
are
a 2.
terrible.
My guy's not great at intuiting, or not intuiting, initiating.
Hype, was that your 10 or is that from before?
That's my 10.
Okay. And then Dwyer? 7. Okay. So, from all around the carnival, there's lots of noises of something like clamoring on the ground and some more flapping. And within seconds, you see a flood of ducks from the
No!
previous Kazoo of Duck Summoning
Yes.
have
Thank you,
finally
distribution.
arrived.
It took so long for the ducks to get here.
They're just ducks, man. However, what this does is it provides an extra distraction to give each one of you an extra turn to take right now.
Oh, yeah. I guess I get to take my turn first, right?
Billy's first on my list, so he can go first.
Ah, dang it.
All right, I'm gonna take a shot at the vampire that's currently mounting Dwyer and try to shoot him in the head
Okay.
in the hopes that at least if I blow his head off, he can't bite.
All right, roll strike check.
Which one is that? D6.
It's a D20. And then I think you get bonuses with your rifle. Yeah, so you get +1 to strike.
And then it's a 2d6 for damage.
All right. What'd you get for damage?
Hold on, it's locked up. There we go.
8. Okay. So, yeah, you aren't able to so it doesn't actually cause any physical damage to him, but it does push him back and kind of catch him off guard. So it does keep him off of Dwyer for a second. So if Dwyer were to run from him at this point, he would not get an attack of opportunity. It would distract him enough from that. Dwyer, you're up.
Well, I'm standing up.
You already stood up.
Can I make it back to the I guess how far away from this vampire can I get? This isn't working for me.
Depends on which direction you're trying to run. You're trying to run towards the
Uh,
entrance. You can get
I'm
almost
trying to
all the
run,
way there.
yeah, where everyone else is. They're well, not everyone, but everyone's towards the entrance. I want to get I got to get out of here. It's not working.
All right,
That
so you're right
sword's
there next
just
to Billy.
stuck. Yeah.
Hype.
Okay. I am going to. Let's see. I'm going to take my Northern Gun LG6 laser rifle and grenade launcher. And what I'm going to do is try and fire it sort of over my shoulder to land on the far side of the fountain from the big bad.
Okay. So let's see here. What is
So if all goes well, the grenade would blow the fountain towards the big bad.
All right, roll me a strike. But you're gonna so blind shots, just to let you know, are at a -10 to hit. But you're at close range, so you only 17's good. All right, so you blow
This
the
thing
fountain.
fucking glitches.
So yeah, you hit the fountain, it explodes, it causes
Whoa.
huge sprays of water all over that thing. Roll me, roll me, roll me 2d10 for damage.
7.
So wow, okay. So he did 7 damage to the guy. Actually, and roll your weapon damage too, because the bat actually is not a vampire, so it's going to take normal damage.
Oh, so let's see. That is 4d6 grenade mega damage. $19. That's better. That's way
Okay.
better.
All right. Oops.
And then I still have some movement, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna move as far. I'm gonna exit hastily.
Oh, there he
All
goes.
right. You
He's
make
out
it
of
to
there?
the entrance. He's
okay.
right at the entrance. So. All right. Rungus, your action of opportunity.
Chat is wondering if the fire has spread at all since it started on the Ferris wheel.
Yeah, it's only been a couple seconds just yet, but yes, the fire is engulfing the Ferris wheel. It's producing heat very close to you. You are
good.
technically, I think you're heat resistant, aren't you? Or are you
Let me
just cold
check.
resistant?
Let me see here.
Oh no, you're just resistant to cold. You're not resistant to heat.
Oh, good. Okay.
You're vulnerable to heat actually, so it's actually going to start causing you penalties if you stick around in that spot too long.
Had to ask the question.
Yeah, good question.
And what's around me? I'm surrounded by vampires, right?
You are surrounded by vampires on 3 sides. The only side that's actually now open is back towards the entrance.
Great. Okay, that's good. I want to make a book for it. I'm gonna pull out my wooden cross again. I have it in my hand still, but I'm gonna point it towards these dudes and say, "Get back, vile creatures!" and charge towards the entrance. He would say it more like, "Get back, vile creatures!"
Roll your language check.
like they're gonna hear me anyway. All right, rolling a D100, right?
Yep.
78,
78 or lower.
All right, I got 12.
Yeah.
Boom.
You did it.
I speak so good.
All right, they understood you.
He's very articulate.
All right, so you've made it a good chunk of the way back. You still got a good amount to go. Jeffrey is gonna squirrel his way over to here.
Jeffrey.
And then we've got Katarina, who is at the entrance. She's just gonna book it. She's loading people up on buses and getting stuff ready to move. One bus is full, takes off, and she's calling for all of you guys to come get on the second bus. All right, now we're back into our regular action as vampires are dealing with the sudden presence of hundreds of ducks.
There's the ducks.
So let's see here. Where do we go from here?
Are there ducks like everywhere?
There
like,
are
all
ducks
around
everywhere.
Are we like kicking them to get to the bus?
No, they're getting out of the way of you guys. It's like they kind of know they have a purpose here. They know where to put their attention.
Duck blood. They heard about the free raisins.
They're just here for the free raisins.
No one's hurting the ducks, Darth Vader. Everyone's being respectful. The ducks are our heroes. They give us a whole extra turn to escape. I would not have survived the fire and the zombies. I mean, they're not zombies. They're vampires. Without the ducks. Thank you, ducks. We don't have zombies. Are zombies in this game, Matt?
There are zombies, yes, but they're not here.
Thank God. We have enough trouble with this horde of vampires.
This is a tough first villain.
Guard your crotch, guys. From the duggies. They're gonna get you.
All right. Vampires have taken out the last civilian other than the one that Rungus is protecting. So it is literally wait. I got this up. So it is literally just you guys and vampires now. Next up is Billy.
I'm gonna haul ass to the exit with everyone else to get on the bus.
You are able to do so.
All right.
Let's see here. Dwyer.
Get me on that bus. I see people escaping. I want in.
All right. Hype. You can also make the bus at this point.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm getting on the bus.
Rungus.
Wait,
The last
did anyone
among
grab
us.
Darth? Did anyone grab Darth Vader's object? He wants to know. He said, "Don't leave my object behind."
Katarina grabbed it.
Frankly, I don't want that object anywhere near my behind.
You just
I
you
think
write that
double-sided.
on
I think
Katarina's
Hype actually blew
character
that
sheet.
object apart.
Oh, with the grenade.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Oh no, sorry, Vader. It
So
no
if
longer
you
exists.
if you see it in the theaters in 3D, it comes out at the audience. Like end over end, like it
So I'm gonna
tumbles.
try to escape
What
from
does
this
double have
as
double
well.
ends?
I can't make it out of there, can I? Can I make it out of there? There's a lot of
You
guys.
book it. You're a little faster than everybody, so you can go a little bit further. Let's see. You got. You can get really close. You guys can get to about right here. So you might have a little bit to contend with to get out of here.
All
Are
right.
you? Is that person you're carrying behind you? Is he just a snack for
Is there a
later?
person behind me?
Yeah.
Wait, Nat, is there a guy behind me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're still
you-
protecting
you-
that
you-
civilian, remember?
Oh my God.
They're not
Amazing.
leaving your
I'm
side right
so
now.
successful.
They're terrified.
I'm the most successful person here. I'm the only person to actually successfully save anybody.
Katarina saves some people.
Yeah.
And I guess you could say Hype actually saved us all by creating an exit. But whatever. That doesn't count.
All right, so that's Rungus's first action. All right, so you're gonna have to contend with getting attacked by these two vampires.
Uh-oh.
Um,
Oh, do I get 2 more actions? Or 3 more actions?
yeah, you get more actions.
Cool.
All right, one misses. The other one hits you really bad, actually.
Uh-oh. Can I try to parry?
You cannot. It's a natural 20.
Oop.
Oh my God. He nat 20'd. Oh, I see it. Yeah.
All right, so you
Hold on.
take
Yeah, I get
19
to see.
points of damage. She just turns around. This is the girl that's been getting beat
Oh,
up.
wait.
Yep.
Where did they get me?
Well, that's what I'm getting to. So this is the girl that
Okay.
has been beat up, or vampire lady that's been beat up like the entire time. As soon as you start coming up from behind, she just turns around and just scratches you right across the chest with her claws, and actually knocks you down because you weren't expecting that or the strength that came with behind it.
Alrighty. So I take that from my armor damage, right?
Yep. And then roll me a PP check. So you'd want to go for a PP check. You want to go under 12 or under.
Okay.
Oh, don't worry, it's 12 or under.
And I need 20, right?
Yeah, 20-sided die, 12 or under.
7 is good.
Okay, you do not lose your cross.
Very respectable.
You almost got the cross knocked out of you.
Oh, that would be no good.
Yep. So it's actually your turn. You can get back up basically, but because if you're getting knocked down so tough, it's going to take you the entire action just to get your wits back and get standing back up again. Or you can
Okay,
try
but
to
I'm
do
still
something from
holding-
the ground.
I'm still holding my cross,
Yes.
right? So I
Yep.
can point it at them as not using an action, right? Or does that take an action?
No, you can do that without taking an action.
Okay. So I'm going to point it at them and stand up while I'm pointing it at them to keep them at bay.
Okay. You are, however, not near your civilian anymore.
Uh-oh. I can move though still. No, that
You
was
don't
my
save
movement.
her.
That
right?
was your
Stand
movement.
up.
So now she's going
Got
to
it.
turn her attention to that guy,
No, not my guy.
but she misses in her excitement.
God. Otherwise, all for naught.
All right, so let's see here. We got these guys closing in on you as well. And it is your turn again.
Amazing. Okay. Oh gosh. Okay.
Do we
And,
stop getting turns once we get on the bus?
Yeah, basically. Unless you
Okay.
want to
it's
jump
just
in and
me,
do
huh?
something specific, but essentially
Yeah,
you
I
guys
do.
are out of combat in a sense.
I want to do something.
Okay, what would you like to do?
I would like to fire my weapon out the window of the bus to try and create a diversion of some sort.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Can you be
So
more
I will
specific?
use. I'm going to use my M100 tri-beam crew-served gun,
What are we going to do?
and I am going to do the. Let's see, can I do the 3-round burst?
Yep.
So that's 1d4 times 10 plus 10 mega damage, double damage to most materials.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try and I'm gonna aim for like the sort of let's see, what's in front, what's this building, the ticket booth sort of in front of.
There's this, which is a concession stand.
Uh-huh.
This is one of the game booths.
What's on the far side of the gate?
This? That's
Yeah.
That's a concession stand as well.
Are they all made of wood?
Yes.
In that case, I'm gonna line up my shot so that like whatever I'm aiming for one of the structures, but the structure's sort of in line with the vampires. Right? I want to trying to blow some shrapnel.
Then your
In
best
that
bet would
general
probably
direction.
be to hit this one, because the shrapnel
Yeah,
will
so-
spread that way.
Yep, that's what I'm gonna aim. I can't see where the bus is,
Yeah.
so yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. Roll me a strike just to make sure you get it within the area that you're trying to. It's a low.
Sure.
Die rollers do not like you guys tonight.
No.
All right. Let me see here. All
I'll
right.
yell to Rungus. I tried.
Roll me your damage anyway.
Yeah, all right.
Well, that's
All right.
nice of you.
Yeah.
So I have a directional die that for like misfires that tells me how far off it goes.
Oh, okay.
I'm prepared for some things. And it should be doubled for most materials, right?
Yeah, so that'd be 60 then.
Okay.
I did the.
So what you end up doing is you end up blowing this concession booth instead of the other one that you intended.
Whoops.
Of course, the trash can goes flying. Let's see here.
I probably killed some elephants.
We had 4 there. So, okay. So these 2 vampires are unaffected, but these 2
Okay.
vampires get blown back because of the
Sweet.
explosion. They all take a bunch of damage. Let's see here. So
Now get up and run, you big blue bastard.
yep, Rungus, it's back to you. You get a movement of opportunity here.
And can I grab the civilian and drag him towards the exit?
Go to the
Let's
bus.
see where
Just
they
go to the.
Yep, you can make it.
Hooray!
All right.
Thanks,
You
Doc.
guys
Did he
make it to the
drag
bus
him face
and
first?
speed
Did he
off.
drag him face first
Woo!
across the asphalt?
My
What's that?
scrupulous nature almost cost me
Did
my
he
life.
drag him face first across the asphalt?
Yeah.
Ah!
Come with me if you want to live.
You don't need your face. It's fine.
Where we're going, you don't need faces.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys successfully speed off. As you do so, you see the Vampire King coming through out into the exit way of the carnival and just stares at you as you speed away.
As we're on the bus, I walk to the back, and in you know, glorious fashion, I just scream, "Back bus, best bus,"
Back
and
bus,
that's
best bus.
and that was for one person only.
Did
Yeah.
do we see the carnival on fire as we drive away?
Yes, you do.
Beautiful.
Just
The
glowing.
fire is spread. The roller coaster is now on fire. Some of the tents are on fire.
I'm assuming me
And-
blowing up the concession stand didn't help the fire.
Yep, there's definitely more fires there. So, but you guys survived. It's a shallow victory because so many people perished in this attack.
They were just Jetsons.
You're headed off to Hampstead, back to Hampstead to gather. I think Hype has his vehicle there. I don't know if the rest of you guys had vehicles or not, but if you did, that's where they would be.
Another question in chat: do we hear ducks in the distance as we're driving away?
You definitely do. There's
How many ducks
the
made it
air is
onto the
filled with
bus?
quacks.
Are
The
there
ducks
ducks
didn't
in the
need to
bus?
make it to the bus. Their purpose has been served, and they've decided to return to their lakes and rivers.
Now they're fried duck.
But yeah, as you drive away, you hear quack, quack, quack.
Quack,
Ducks fly together.
quack. That's right.
Go
So-
ducks.
Ducks. Yes.
Ducks.
So we ran a little long, but we were able to make it out alive.
Beautiful.
Let's see here.
We've kept Rungus up past his bedtime.
We
I
have.
know.
He's gonna be very
He's-
tired tomorrow.
He's so upset.
Yeah.
Longest angry.
He has
He's
to
still
wake
gonna
up
sit
very
here for
early.
30 minutes after we stop talking about everything.
Damn right he is.
I'm going to go ahead and give everybody 200 experience points just for surviving the fight.
That puts me at
It was a tough fight.
575.
Boom.
It was a very tough fight. So you guys lasted way longer than I expected. I
Some
was
of
a little
us.
concerned Rungus wasn't going to make it out.
Yeah, I was a little worried. I think Hype
I got
really
his
saved my
back.
butt
Yeah,
there.
it's not gonna
Dude,
let him die.
That was a special moment.
So I'm going to give Rungus an extra 50 experience points for
Alright.
saving that person. And
50?
going through that extra effort playing in character.
But I saved him, so shouldn't I get 100 extra? I saved the saver.
I feel like he should get.
You know what? I will give you. I'll give you 50 experience points for coming in and saving that at the end of the battle. That's worth it.
He did.
I'll never rule lawyer, but I'll XP lawyer.
There you go. I'll fill the gap.
I need all the XP I can get so I can hopefully make up for some of these lousy virtual rolls.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
some really bad
tell me
rolls
about
tonight.
it. I don't think I rolled over a 13.
I think you have
And if
to
anybody
pay.
in the everybody's still hanging out in chat, you can certainly reward your players for dealing with all these terrible rolls tonight by giving them a little bit of extra experience points.
Yeah. Yeah, do XP and then
Yeah.
tell them me. Me.
No, XP Rungus.
Oh, me. Oh, Darth Vader said redeem XP, but Stream Elements is not complying.
I think you might have to specify a target.
No, it
I think you
says
just do explanation point XP.
he gave it to all. He says all. Beautiful. So does it
He
split
did
it
he did an
evenly?
XP he did an XP drop for 100 fate chips.
He did. That's true.
Oh,
does
a
that do?
drop?
And Driscoll redeemed XP for hype.
Oh,
Hell
Thank
yeah,
you,
Driscoll.
Mama. I appreciate you for all of your support. Thank
Yeah,
you.
thanks, our mama.
And
Fans arrived.
of course, Spaceman
Spaceman's
shows up
there
right at the end.
last 6
You
seconds.
know what? Better late than never, dude.
That's
Thank
true.
you.
And let's
Can
give
we-
everybody
Thank you.
100 fate chips for
I gotcha.
sticking around and doing
Fate
all
chips 100.
Armand, can we refer to your mom as the Armama?
that.
Sure, yeah. Yeah. See, my name is Pone Donkeys. I wanted her name to be Donkey Mom, but I don't think that's very nice to my mother.
I think
No.
she should give me some experience for saving you.
What does the XP drop do, Nat? What did that get us?
That's supposed to reduce XP, but I'm not sure if he intended to do that or actually wanted to redeem
No,
XP.
I don't
I
think
think he wanted to drop it for everybody.
Yeah.
That's probably what he thought.
that's what I think he wanted. I think he wanted to give us all how much do we need to get to level 2?
A whole lot
It's supposed
more.
to be 25 experience points for every 100 fate chips.
So did I get 25 then from Driscoll?
Yep.
Oh yeah, you
We
did.
all get 25?
Well, that means we all also get 25, right?
Yep.
No, Driscoll bought just for hype. Driscoll bought just for hype. Darth Vader bought something for either that or Darth Vader. Do you want to reduce someone's XP? You could do that too.
Yeah.
No, you can't.
It's your choice.
No,
It's
no,
An
no,
X-
you're not
XP
allowed.
drop. That's what it is.
No, Darth Vader, you're not allowed to reduce our XP.
Oh, now,
Stop.
now they're trying to constrain your ability to inflict fate upon us. That is your role, Darth Vader.
that
Don't
is-
let them do that.
You are the
No.
lords and ladies of fate. You
Yep.
decide.
I'm just saying, Darth Vader, you can take away. You bought the XP drop. That removes someone's XP. So that's your call of duty.
I'm also being yelled at for calling my mother Donkey Mom. No one likes that moniker apparently. Well, Darth Vader.
Beautiful. Well, this has been fun.
Yeah, it has been.
I had a really good time. It was really exciting. Thanks for putting together that really awesome carnival scenario, Nat.
Mhm.
Yeah,
The
sorry
next
I
battle
blew it.
probably won't nearly be as exciting looking.
Sorry, I destroyed it.
Yeah, as long as
Hey.
we can destroy it, we're good.
Darth
Yeah.
Vader, get with one of us and let us know whether you wanted to take experience away or not. Otherwise, I'm just gonna give myself 25 points of experience.
He says give to all.
All right, 25
I'll
points
give
for
myself
everybody.
25 more.
Thanks, man.
That puts me at 600.
Puts
What do
me
we
at
need?
Guys?
575.
Thanks,
We-
chat. That was
I
very,
need
very generous.
2120.
I'm at a cool 700 now. Beautiful.
All right. Well, thanks
Really
everybody for sticking around, and we're gonna call it quits here.
See you
See
guys.
everybody
Have a
later.
good
Bye,
week.
guys.